morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're joining us around the world, around Australia. My name is Choc. Join me in the broadcast booth is my illustrious, and what did we say it was? We said partner last year, but it was... What was the word you said? Platonic partner, that's it.
Partner, yep.
Mitchell Wallner. Mitchell, great to see you as always.
Always a pleasure, Choc. Great to be here on a sunny New South Wales day at Brookie Oval.
That's it. We're at Brookvale Oval, home of the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles, and we're here today for the 2023 Waratah Bowl. And today we're going to be seeing the Sydney University Lions taking on the University of New South Wales Raiders. Firstly, let's talk about the Raiders, undefeated all season. Mitch, what do you think?
Look, strong passing and ground attack. It's something we haven't seen from the Raiders historically. I think they've been really focused on the air game this year. They've really balanced it out. Got a new offensive coordinator there who's been doing some different things, which is great to see. I think they're a high-powered offense, and defensively I think they've been understated. I know they've got a chip on their shoulder about what people think about them and how hard they've been hitting. So eager to see what it looks like in a grand final setting.
Yeah, and obviously the Sydney Uni Lions, they're pretty much the stalwarts of the Waratah Bowl. If you think about Waratah Bowl, you always think about Sydney Uni. They're always here. Smart team, very smart coaching staff. Thoughts on them?
New coaching staff this year, sort of. Transition from their OC to a head coach, and they've got a lot of the historical team around them and how well they've been performing. Look, incredibly disciplined. Really good. I'm interested to see how they match up against the high-powered offense of UNSW. There's some talent there we haven't seen in previous years, so you can never count them out. I think there's been a few years where people thought, USyd wouldn't make it through and the Lions were going to be the team that was beaten, and they've continued to surprise us in some unknown situations. So incredibly excited to see an underdog story. I think the group generally views when you talk to people around the stadium that the Raiders are in, and they're looking to maintain their undefeated streak. So yeah, hopefully it matches up to be a good game. Our games so far today have been incredibly well matched. Not a heap of points between them, and games only being decided in final minutes. So eager to see that this one is a close one as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's going to be a real fun game to watch. I think I agree with you on the Sydney Uni side, as we hear the Raiders faithful just underneath us there applauding their team as they're coming off. If we can see here, last week we saw the Lions and the Mustangs go up against it at a very, very warm East Rugby field, 43 degrees on that day, and this game was played in the middle of the day as well. And the Mustangs actually gave the Lions quite a good fight. Sydney played quite well. However, at the end, it was only a 22-21 point differential to the Lions. So the Mustangs lost out in the end. Thoughts, Mitch?
Lions,
did you happen to catch that game?
Yeah, Mustangs have kind of been a Lions bogey team for the past couple of seasons, just in showing some different things and really matching up differently to where their skills and strengths are. So the score doesn't surprise me so much. They're incredibly well matched in a really weird way, and a couple of broken tackles and the like always makes it a little bit more difficult to be able to know what's going on there. So yeah, the Mustangs are a growing team, and I think just collectively the men's teams this year have been more competitive, and we're seeing a more diverse team start to come through, not just the powerful top four as it has been historically. Looking forward to seeing what happens next year with these teams that have been working so hard. Yeah,
it's really exciting to see the Mustangs coming up from last week. They have a great team, great quarterback there as well, and they're being led by some of the old Mustang boys, which is really doing well for them. It's a bit of a shame the way that it ended. Obviously, it ended with a penalty against the offense, which ran down the clock. A bit disappointing, but that's the breaks, as they say. And then obviously we had the Raiders up against I would say myself, because I did play this game, but the UTS Gators. Mitch, you happen to catch us play?
No, I've been enjoying my year off full-time coaching football, though I do watch these games and realise how much I miss it. Maybe I will be back coaching next year, who knows, outside of my state coaching focus at the moment. I think, look, the game was difficult. The heat and conditions make it incredibly challenging to see it, and you can see there's a little cheeky toe tap catch.
Yeah, that's it. That's my boy Bucks,
Jack the Prawn Pritchard, that really kept UTS in that game. But yeah, the heat on the weekend, and we even saw it in games this morning, really shows the level of fatigue that teams haven't been used to playing with, and that we're seeing present consistent problems with teams even now. So hopefully a game later in the day, definitely not 43 degrees down on the pitch at the moment. No melting shoes, no AstroTurf. This is just pure grass, and it's a beautiful field that we've seen played on today.
Yeah, very, very, very beautiful field. I mean, as a Parramatta fan, I'm not the biggest fan of this field, but we'll move on. But yeah, very good field, beautiful field here. And it is, yeah, like you said, it's not very warm down on the pitch. And as we can see here, the results from the earlier games there. So the UNSW Raiders women's team were able to break the undefeated streak of the Northern Sydney Rebels and go up 18-14 there to capture the Opal Bowl.
It's an incredibly close game. Could have been anyone at any points, and it was exactly the same for the Kookaburra Bowl with the Ducks winning 32-22.
And how about Lockie Bignell, head coach for the Ducks, come up through the Colts system in his first year as a head coach, and he wins the final?
I think he's done great work there, and it's been a family affair. I know his dad's definitely looked after the team prior as well, so it's incredibly exciting to see young success in the teams with no one missing out, which is what you love to see.
That's it. And as we ramp up here, getting ready for the players to make their entrance onto the field, just want to again thank our partners here at Double Take Sports. Again, amazing production as always.
Exactly. Even though they put us in the hot room.
Even though we're in the sweat box.
We're in a sweaty room, guys. So for those watching at home, it's got some hot heat to it.
That's right, and it's not just because me and Mitch are here.
That's it.
That's right. All right, Mitch. Look, we'll do this a little bit early because the boys aren't out yet. Give me your early prediction.
I've never been a confident fan of predictions. I think if it comes down to a shootout, I'm confident that the Raiders have a lot of high caliber players that can really deliver on that. The Lions haven't been as deeply tested, I think, as they would have liked to be coming into this game and knowing what they need to do offensively. I think defensively they've got some coaching success around, continuity and plan. You're seeing them making smart decisions. They're not looking to run out here. They're just wandering out, taking their time in the heat, not trying to prove anything, nothing to do. They've been here a million times before. I expect the Lions to stay focused and do their thing through the entire 4 quarters, and I think UNSW is going to want to come out with a bang, take some deep shots early, put themselves ahead, and then be able to make sure they can continue to manage the game from there. I think that's one of the things that we've seen as probably a change philosophically in the team is on the Raiders front, trying to understand how to put themselves in the best position to not lose, because they have been ahead early in games before, historically as well, and knowing how to maintain that lead, not just get up, is something that I really look forward to seeing them do.
I think you're not a fan of predictions. Chuck is. Chuck's going to predict. I think I said it last year. What did I predict last year? The Rebels to win, and they got blown out.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna see if I can hopefully break that duck, and I'm gonna go here with the Lions by 1 converted touchdown.
Lions by 1. Oh, see, now I have to have a prediction. So hold on. Right. The view is that one of the most high-powered offenses UNSW's or GNSW's seeing is going to be blown out by 1 tutty to. I reckon it'll be closer. I'm thinking like an extra point difference.
Oh, okay, all right. You're thinking like lower. A couple points.
Yeah, I'm not. There's not a whole tutty. No way. That's crazy town. And I'm going to eat my words because one of the teams is going to score 15 touchdowns, and I'm going to have to deal with it either way. So it's I don't know. I think grand final adjustments give a lot of time for teams to scout and make decisions and do a better job of understanding what's going on the opposition sideline. I'm sure both sets of coaches have been working incredibly hard. You can see the Raiders faithful supporting the emergence of the UNSW Raiders, getting some high fives from the fam, getting out there to be excited and understand what it means. Definitely a different entrance to what some people see.
That's it. And I think if my eyesight is not mistaken, that's the championship-winning Raiders ladies team winning the Opal Bowl here and staying back to celebrate their boys. Good on them. Congratulations to the girls there as we see the Raiders coming out for their run out here, just grouping up, and we're about to get underway with the national anthem. And then we're going to kick off here for the 2023 Waratah Bowl here at Brookvale Oval in beautiful Brookvale, Sydney.
Definitely a size difference in the team here. UNSW's done an incredible job of recruiting, and you can see their coaches coming out now as well.
And last to lead the line there is Coach Andrew Brundu, or as he's better known around the league, Brew. Very intelligent coach, defensively minded. There's defensive coordinator as well, if I'm not mistaken.
I think Marcos Delana's actually looking after defensive coordinator capabilities under the tutelage of, I call him the Brundertaker, but yeah, I think he's really come into his own there, and you can see that he's a team player and has led the defense well.
The Brundertaker. I'll tell you what, Marcos Delana, he's an incredible player. He used to play for the Raiders. Prior to the Raiders, played for the Rebels. Prior to the Rebels, played for the UTS Gators. He's been pretty much everywhere.
Played for the Raiders again. Then played for UTS. Or UTS Raiders, UTS Rebels, Raiders. Yeah.
He's been everywhere. He's a journeyman. He's been
everywhere, man. He has been everywhere.
That's it. Journeyman of the league there. And I can see the captains here lining up for UNSW. Looks like here from left to right, we've got number 7, Rustam Trey Todd. Number 50, O'Neill, is it Anjuna?
I'll leave you to pronounce the names, Chuck.
Big O'Neill, we love O'Neill. Number 11 there, that's Johnny Mau Mau. And number 6, Clark Hazlitt. Big shout out to John and Elise Hazlitt, who are currently watching, Elsie Hazlitt, who are currently watching in Washington State in the United States. Watching this game, I think it might be early morning for you. Welcome to the stream, and hopefully you're going to be cheering loud and proud for your son. And if I'm looking across the field, if I'm seeing that right, it looks like we've got number 20, Mitch Kirk. I think that's number 99. I'm not wearing my binoculars here, but number 99, Jacob Giles. Number 70 is Harrison Crook, and I can't see that last number, Mitch. I'm going to hopefully see if you can tell me.
I'm quite old, Choc, so my eyes are going to deceive me here. I'm waiting for him to come in closely and see if we can get a view on what that looks like.
And our Zebra team here today, our referees team is going to be led by our white hat, Greg Evers. Greg is again, stalwart of GNSW, and pretty sure you went overseas to ref last year or something?
Multiple times a year.
Yeah.
I think he always says thank you to his family for being able to allow him to pursue his gridiron dreams. And he was recently coaching in the ELF over in Germany.
Fantastic stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff.
Team, what you call? Tails is the call. It is a head. You like the ball? You like the ball? Which way would you like to kick? Right. All right, back to the ends, guys. Just turn around there.
That's one. All right. Coin toss, and looks like the Raiders have won the coin toss, and they're going to be getting their offense out first by receiving the ball. Big call here by the Raiders. I think they do that every game. They did it against us last week.
That's expected. They want to go out and score, Chuck. That's what they're here to do. They believe in their offense. We know they do. Connor Brewster, the OC down there, coming down from Queensland to contribute to the Raiders' journey this year, showing different approach to offense to what they've been used to, but definitely paying dividends on how they're receiving it in the league at the moment. They have faith in their offense. They trust.
In their offense, they trust. That's it. All right, we are about to get us underway here at the 2023 Waratah Bowl. Big shout out to everyone watching, wherever you're watching from. If you're watching from Sydney, interstate, or overseas, welcome. We hope you enjoy the game. And let's get this underway.
And I have some support from the field saying that the other Lions captain, 81, is Dustin Lalonde.
Dustin Lalonde, thank you very much to those supporters who kept us up to date. We appreciate that very much.
Oh, I dropped that one cold there, Choc, so that's on me.
All good, all good. All right, and we're getting started here. Sydney Uni are going to be kicking to the UNSW Raiders. And it looks like here we've got number 25 who's going to be kicking the ball off. And I would love to know if I had his number, but I do not have his number. Oh, I do have his number. It's going to be Harry Nolan. Harry Nolan here looking to put a boom away, trying to get it away from the dangerous returners.
2 elusive returners down there, Choc. 14 and 5, both known to be incredibly difficult to be able to bring down when they're in space.
Putting the leg on, it's going to be Whitey who feels the ball here.
Catching it at speed, looking through to cut it back across the field, coming back into the middle. Well contacted. 3 Lions bringing him down at approximately the 32-yard line.
I think we're going to call that the 37-yard line, but here we go. Your UNSW Raiders are coming out here for their first drive, being led by number 6 here, Clark Hazlitt. Clark hailing from Washington State, United States, and also played for the I'm going to butcher the name, but I think it's the Querétaros Galos Negros, which in Hispanic means the Black Roosters over in Mexico.
There you go, one of their imports, Chuck.
That's it.
Excellent. So we've got twins to the field, tight end to the boundary, motion that's out there, playing inside run, shut down well and early. 3-yard gain.
Looks like it could be, yeah, something about a 3-yard gain or so. Looks like that was number 33 who took that carry there.
Jackson Brown being able to pull up and hold the line there really well on the running back.
Jackson Brown, an old New South Wales Wolverines player back in his Colts days.
So we're at 2x2, deep flat receivers out wide, wing backs just off the line, or slot receivers just off the line. Pistol back, looking at what we're going to get here. Quick snap, looking to get receivers open in space.
And it's going to be an interception
to number 17, running down the sideline. Block, well tackled.
And interception by the Sydney Uni Lions, Hayden Gifford.
Look how big those pads are, or how big his arms are, Chock. I do not know.
I don't know which one's bigger. I don't know which one's bigger. It looks like his arms. Yeah. Hayden Gifford, son of the long-time Sydney University stalwart. I think it's Jason Gifford. Jason Gifford. Giff, if you're listening, I'm sorry, I butchered it, but
I think that's a brave move to not be able to know someone from GNSW like that, mate.
Hayden there coming up from the Colts team. If you see
James Gifford.
James Gifford.
That's Jason Gifford.
It was close. All right.
He was playing O-line when you were a baby.
Okay, I'm going to say two things. Firstly, we're going to introduce the Lions, and secondly, last year you said that Hugh Tompkins was a schmedium back. Hugh Tompkins, number 3, is a big back.
He is a big back now, yes.
He is a monster of a man.
He is ready to run some people over.
And
this nice little motion, handoff to the back, coming through, getting contacted at the line of scrimmage. O-line wasn't able to stop. Number 15 there, getting through and being able to make some damage.
And so as I was saying, the Sydney Uni Lions are being led up by Jordan Nakora, their quarterback, ex-Central Coast Sharks player, made his move over to Sydney Uni Lions, has been here ever since. I think he's won 4, maybe, Waratah Bowls with them, so absolutely awesome player there. And obviously, as we were saying, that number 3, Hugh Tompkins in the backfield, that big back. I know he's a big back because he ran me over the other week, and it hurt. It hurt.
It would be hard, Chock, yes.
That's all right. Here we go. Sydney Uni Lions lining up again. He's going to be a hand off to Tompkins.
To the outside.
It's going to be a keep there from Jordan Nakora. It's going to be looks to be a, give or take a 2-yard gain. We're going to have 3rd and 7.
Looks like that.
Yeah, it looks like 3rd and 7 here on the UNSW 32-yard line. 4th down. In this situation, opening drive of the game, would you go for it to try and shut them up, or would you go kick?
They have the ability to kick here. I'm not convinced that they would do anything else. I think they can score from there. They will look to put points on the board.
Lions lining up with trips to the boundary side here. Sorry, trips to the field side, it looks like here. Nakora stepping back, looking to pass. Dodging. He doesn't like it.
Still making yards after catch here. After contact. Sorry.
That's the type of QB that he is. He's just elusive, strong, a very, very strong passer, but also a very strong runner.
Exactly.
All right, we see what the call's coming in here. It's going to be a 4th down. And head coach for the Lions there, Josh Lawton, probably giving him the call.
They might go for it here. There's always, you've got to be in it to get the biscuit. Do you know what I mean? Risk it to get the biscuit.
That's right.
It looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're confident that they're going to be able to deliver on that.
Lions lining up with spread offense here, 2x2. Nakora stepping back to look for a pass, looking to get it short.
Over the middle.
He's got a man open.
Breaking contact.
That's a touchdown, Sydney Uni, to open it up here.
Huge play.
And I'm going to try and see. It looks like that was 86 there. I'm going to get a confirmation on that number shortly. But it looks like we had 86 here. That was an incredible, incredible play by them. Incredible pass. As you see the replay here, Jordan stepped back. He saw his player open, decided to just lob it over, and he had no defense covering him whatsoever. Was able to get in there for the touchdown. Sydney Uni hit the first strike here.
They are consistently going for a point after.
That's Thomas Duffy there. Did he not slot that?
No good.
It was like he missed that one there.
Lions strike first. That's a big momentum swing, Chock. You know, when teams normally elect to receive the ball early, they get into it. So to understand that they weren't able to score on the first shot is definitely a change in what they'd expect.
That's right, and I just want to give an apology there. Spencer Engler was the one who picked up that touchdown. Again, you see Jordan, he dropped back into the pocket, saw what he liked, popped it over to Spencer, and Spencer was just completely open, was able to get the stiff arm out, pop his defender away, and was able to get in there for the touchdown. So we come back out here, 6-0 Sydney Uni.
Look, that was unexpected, Chock. I expected them to come out a bit earlier. I know UNSW got picked on that, and that's a surprising turn for them. They don't often put themselves in a position to get a turnover this early.
Yeah, it's a bit. I don't think I've seen UNSW come out and throw a pick almost immediately in the entire season that they've played. So
you do get that on the big jobs, Chock.
That's right.
This is the big job for the year.
This is the biggest job of all. As we come back out here from the touchdown, Sydney Uni stepping up, getting ready to kick off here.
The huddle for the kickoff, something that they haven't always had before. I think it's sort of an indication that we may be able to see something that's a little bit more tricky in the long term.
We've also got a different kicker in. Hayden Gifford's back there to kick the ball.
He is a booming kicker who has played some time over in the States and has come back from a Cubs graduate up into the Lions.
Give us the leg, Hayden. Here we go. And it is a short little kickoff again there. Whitey's going to field the ball, and he's going to be cutting away to his right side, and he's going to be tackled there just on the UNSW, let's say 35, 36-yard line.
It's nearly in the exact same spot he got to last time. Let's see if we've got premonition on how this is going to happen again. I don't think that we'll see the same mistake from UNSW at this point in time. They're pretty competent in not leaning into specific things. We're seeing that their starting receiver, Michael Whitey, is out. Landscaper by trade, despite his Leith frame. And yeah, really looking to see who they put in now to try and make sure they're able to compete.
All right, and the Raiders there break the huddle.
A penalty on that one. I think it's blocking below the waist on special teams.
All right. So we're back out here, 2 by 1. Looks like a tight end on the right-hand side.
Motion to the field.
And that's going to be a run there. That looks like Jason Ahmed who took the run, and it's going to be about a 6-yard gain.
Spot it there, Chock.
6-yard gain. Jason Ahmed, he's quite a runner. They've got a very good running back core, the Raiders, but Jason Ahmed in particular is very elusive, very small-statured gentleman, but he's quite a good runner.
Yeah, he's able to stay low, works off the back of his blocks really well. A lot of the stuff that they're doing there is just window dressing. They ran counter with a back that was motioning in the opposite direction, really just giving some different wrinkles to the way in which their offense is looking.
Trips to the field side here. And
drop back pass, going to see someone open in the flat and dangerous into the middle of the field. 20 catching the ball.
And that's going to be a completed catch and a first down for the Sydney Uni Lions. It's going to be Kingsley Dennison who completed that catch. Kingsley, an ex-cornerback, stepped up to receiver. Great all-round player.
Doing an excellent job to expose some of the weaknesses in the Lions' defense at the moment. You can see there's a big hole to the middle of the field there that's just getting exposed a little bit. Safety's a little bit late to make that read, and then coming down too late.
Got Hazlitt here. He's taking the snap. He's going to be handing off there again to Jason Ahmed. Jason Ahmed's going to step out to the left side. He's going to try to...
Lost contain on the outside by a corner there. Safety having to make the play. Corner to the field side. And this is the expectation that we saw from UNSW.
That's going to be 2nd and 1 for the UNSW Raiders. I think now they're going to start getting rolling. Now this is where Uni really needs to step up and say, all right, we got that pick. but it's nowhere near over. This game has only just begun.
I was predicting an element of a shootout depending on how we can find space within the offences to maintain, I guess, pressure on the ball. You can see that they're flattening out. They're in a one high look. Looks to be approximately, they're going to try and reroute receivers off the line of scrimmage to make sure they don't get free releases. Inside guys are over the top, checking as to what they can get. Inside zone run, big back, stood up, still a first down.
Putting in that big back there, that's looks like Martin Waratah who took that tackle there, and I believe, is that 43 who took that run? And if it is, that could be Jerry Key. It's a ex-North Sydney Bears player. We'll just get a confirmation on that shortly, but we do have a first down, UNSW, and they are stepping back up for the play, ready to go.
2 by 2 again, Chuck with a pistol back. Hard to make a specific read for the defense off that by putting the running back directly behind a quarterback. Move to see a motion type here. Let's see what we can get on an outside run. Discipline, hand it back to try and maintain pass. You're seeing a whole lot of freedom. Thrown to the flat.
Short to Dennison again. Dennison's going to try to beat his defender. He's able to beat him, break the tackle.
Cross the line of scrimmage.
Stop it. Oh, Kingsley, that was an absolute play and a half. He was able to break the tackle, stayed on his feet, stayed inbounds, and was able to dive for the end zone and get the score there. UNSW have now clapped back. It is now 6-all in the 2023 Waratah Bowl.
Seeing a different look from the offense there, drag route as they vacated the space from the receivers on this side of the field. They were trying to defend the deepest routes, which is what you'd expect them to do, but you see him come and become available from the other side. Looking over, we didn't take up enough space as a defense there to look at what was going to happen. Shook the defender and managed to cross the line of scrimmage. It's an incredible play. More discipline's required from USyd if they're going to be able to experience these crossing routes with a level of significance.
Looked like Hayden Gifford there, the man who got the pick in the first play, came a little bit too high on the tackle there. As a wise man has once told me, and a big shout out to my boy Jack Pritchard, the prawn, man cannot run without legs. Got to go low on that one there. Take that tackle, you would have taken him out of bounds. And Mitch Kirk there, not able to pick up the second scraps. As we come back to the field here, and UNSW lining up for their point after try. Luca Brundu, number 10 in there at long snapper.
Underrated skill set, Chock. If you have a good long snapper, you can do a lot within this game. It's a dedicated skill set, and it'll be interesting to see if he can execute as well as he needs to.
That's right. There we've got Kingsley, who is holding the ball, and it looks like number 19. I'll confirm that. Who's going to be kicking this one here?
Snap, hold.
Slot and perfect. And it's going to be UNSW now leading 7-6 here at Brookvale Oval. We have about, give or take, 6 minutes left in the quarter.
Told you to be a 1 point difference, Chuck.
Is that going to happen every time he gets to 1 point?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You can bask in my radiance.
That's it.
On my ability to know things.
That's it. And that was Bilal Uhabi who was able to slot that one through. Yeah, Jason Ahmed, he's a great running back. And then another one there, hands it off, steps out to the left, corner gives out the outside contain, does not get the tackle. Safety has to pick up the scraps. And Clark Hasler just looks for it, finds it.
Patience on the crosser. We lost depth as a defense, and then you end up with some challenges. Feel so deeply connected to all defenses whenever they do something, being a defensive coach myself. So I look at it and I'm like, this is hard. This is going to hurt on film review next week.
See, I'm like that, but I'm with the defensive line. So when the defensive line does something wrong, I feel like, oh God, I'm going to hear about this from my coach on Tuesday. Yeah. I used to remember those days. What was it? Every Wednesday, you used to sit there in film and say, Chock, why did you miss this tackle?
Yeah,
why
it was a pretty rough day for everyone, I think.
I
never felt good about it, if that helps.
No, it's all right. I never felt good either. But we all get better. That's it. That's how we get. That's how we grow in the sport.
Different kicking view from UNSW here that you don't often see. A lot of changes from the conventional middle of the field kick. So they're looking to get a lot more players down.
It's Bilal again. Boom, kicks it away, and it's going to be taken there by Mitch Kirk.
Known for his elusiveness.
And he's going to be tackled here just about the 28-yard line there. And Sydney Uni going to come out there again for their offensive drive. Look, I think if he got one more block, he maybe would have been able to break out on along the sideline.
Yeah, UNSW are incredibly disciplined there as well, shortening the side of the field, forcing them down and giving plenty of people to chase. There wasn't a lot of space for much at all, really.
Mitch Kirk, the would you say almost the hero of last year's bowl?
It could be considered that. He was incredibly versatile. They used him in a lot of different ways. It'll be interesting to see what they choose to do with players this year. I think this will be the first big test for the Raiders defence. Sort of playing off the back of a turnover previously, put them in a disadvantageous position. This is definitely distinctly different.
Hugh Tompkins there, he's motioning out to the wide. We've got Eamon in at the wing back, and that's going to be blocked by Alonzo Brock and picked up there by Jordan Nakora, but that play is incomplete.
A little bit of trickery there, trying to get a tight end open in space. Well read.
See, the boys are trying to cool down there. Obviously, it is quite toasty out on the field. Again, not as hot as it was last week, but 30, I'd say, 32 out on the field at the moment.
Yeah, it'd be about that.
It's always good to make sure the boys are staying hydrated, staying cool.
Be interesting to see here now what the options are. Different running backs in place, how they're going to defend against this Raiders D-line and what they can do from an offensive point of view. Motioning into space and trying to get something different, particularly interesting. Inside zone, Hugh Tompkins out through the middle, breaking, running over a safety in the middle of the field. Number 2 got crumpled like a Coke can, but still made the tackle.
Matthew Hull got absolutely crumpled by Hugh Tompkins there, lowering the boom, and was able to take him out like a bunch of shopping bags.
That's it. Graduate from the Southern Seahawks program, I believe, the champions of 2022.
And they had a very strong Colts program back then.
Yep, that's it. And I believe Matthew Hull was actually critical in some of the scores that they did there. The UNSW Raiders have a couple of Southern Seahawks graduates, including Daniel McDonald playing D-line.
That's another handoff there to Tompkins. Tompkins going to step up through the middle.
Running down the field, not stopping.
And he's going to drag that safety with him. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a first down. There we go. That's going to be a first down right there. That was an incredible play. Was able to pick up the safety and carry him along all the way through to the first down. See the Lions, they look like they're probably just reverting back to, their usual strategy. Let's just try to run the ball a few times, set up some plays, and then go from there.
Problem with a really strong run game is that it becomes play action. You see this screen to the wide side of the field, rolling across the ground. He's making a tackle. Huge first down there.
It's a big first down there by Sydney Uni. Going to set them up just about on the 28-yard line, just outside of the red zone.
This is a momentum shift you sort of expect to see from Sydney Uni. Not lightning quick to score. They have the potential to score from anywhere in the field, but they really just take chunky yardage and make it viable with the ball, and I think that's the thing. Keeping the Raiders offense off the field and trying to make sure they control the ball as much as possible is what I expect them to try and do in these circumstances.
Got a wing back set here. It's going to be handoff to Tompkins again. Tompkins breaks the tackle.
Breaks 2 tackles, breaks 3 tackles, and he's bumbling down the field like a Coke machine with legs.
That's it. This guy is like an absolute fridge. Breaks tackles, gets down the field, and let's say 9 yards out, inside the red zone, first down, first and goal.
So you know what? If I had to think of 2 words of that run, it would be immaculate and extravagant. And I don't know how you get both of those together, but it is true.
That's fantastic. That's a great wordplay right there. As I believe we're going to have quarter time here. And it's going to be quarter time in the 2023 Waratah Bowl. Is it quarter time?
Waiting to see on the refs here.
No, it's going to be a timeout. Apologies there. Trying to see the referee signal. We're going to have a timeout here at the 2023 Waratah Bowl. Uni want to talk it over. Raiders want to talk it over. Marcos Delana, the defensive coordinator there for the Raiders, as always, just trying to get his boys' heads back in the game. Josh Lawton, the OC and head coach for Sydney Uni, trying to really pump his boys up, get them back in and get them to score.
And again, they're within that short game shooting distance, you know what I mean? They've shown that they can pick up 8 yards at any point in time. We're talking about this in earlier games where when you start to get into the red zone, you've got a compressed field. You're not looking for deep plays, you're looking for mismatches, you're looking for things that allow the defense to be in a position where you've got too many players in one area and not in the other. And I think that's what we'll expect to see here. USyd is known for their use of wing-backs and the like to try and create mismatches within the box on the run game. I expect them to do something similar here.
All right, we're back from the timeout here. Uni coming back out to begin their 1st and goal drive here. Looks like we may have a either 2-back or a wing-back set. We've got Eamon and Makamoy standing in the backfield there along with Hugh Tompkins.
Now, this is a pretty thick set. I reckon there's going to be some inside heat here that we expect to see. Seal and an edge really being dominant against who they're going to see.
Looks like Carberry, number 60, probably will set, yeah, he will set the outside edge. Tompkins will go through. Tompkins going to score.
Tompkins breaks the tackle into the goal line.
And that's it. That's going to be a touchdown. Sydney Uni are back on top again. Mitch, you know what? Shootout was right. This is going to be like this all day, I reckon.
It definitely made an imposition here. Cutting across, sealed in. I reckon that he's working flat out like a lizard drinking at the moment, Chock, to be honest. He's been a workhorse for this offense and doing what he needs to do to get through it. Incredible vision and decision to be able to get through there. And the tucking of the ball and maintaining security is incredibly hard.
The Lions as well kept their offense out on the field. Looks like they're going to try for the two-point conversion. Try and put the Raiders one score away.
Waiting to see if he can get a spot.
And oh! There's a lot of calls for PI there on number 86. I don't know if that's going to be called or not. That's not going to be called. I don't know about that. We might have to see the replay to get a better look on that.
It's yeah. I think sometimes I like to leave the officiating to the officials.
Yeah, see, this is why this is why I won't be a captain, because when I go out onto the field, if they call something, I'll be like, no, you called this wrong.
Yeah. It always goes well. I feel officials always change their decisions when players talk to them, Chock, so it works out great.
That's right, that's right.
I've seen them regularly change their worldview because someone thought they knew the rules.
That's right.
It's one of my favourite things when players talk to officials.
We have a look here again. So this is going to be the run there from Hugh Tompkins. Steps out. He's able to break multiple tackles, and he's brought down there by Alonzo Brock. And then another catch there and conversion for the first down there for City Uni. And just look at him. He's, like you said, an absolute fridge with legs. Just barreling through that interior and able to get the score. And we are back here, 12-7 Sydney Uni Lions. You see the Lions set up for their kickoff. Number 30, my favourite player on the field, JT, obviously does his thing. He stands with his back facing to the team before he runs off. And here we go. It's going to be a short little squib. Targeting Whitey again. Looks like they want to keep it away from Billings, and Billings is going to get the ball here. Billings with a stiff arm on one.
Choosing to go back, cutting backwards, trying to seal it off, dodging. Wide side of the field is open, making a break down the sideline. Lions are coming in to try and make a tackle.
He's
Dodged
still
another
dancing.
tackle, still up hot.
And then
49 is not having anything to do with that.
Oh, 49
He
said no, thank you.
You need to come down with me. We are not playing around like that.
Alexander Malatos came in, grabbed him, and said, enough is enough. Sit down, son. Well, Lance Billings, no wonder they want to keep it away from him. He's an absolute toes on his feet.
Incredibly elusive there, incredibly. You can see it here. Little cheeky handoff back. Looks like it's rugby league. Cutting back across the grain, and you can already see that the defense and the kick team's trying to make a challenge across here. Number 9, just huge amounts of space created.
We got back here with the Raiders, trips to the field side. In the pistol with the running back.
Interesting play to see this space to the outside, possibly. Oh,
Hayden Gifford was hunting. Whitey was waiting there, and Gifford was hunting for that pick. You could see him coming down.
Ability to give him space and then try and come underneath, it's incredibly valuable. Entertaining so far, Chog. I think both teams have shown an incredible level of athleticism and preparation. You can see trips to the boundary here, which is particularly interesting. You're normally trying to get a mismatch over to this side of the field, possibly a counter or even a one-on-one. Looking at what they're doing. There we go.
Looks like a speed option there.
Speed option down. Not enough people there to be able to do it.
Jason Ahmed. Oh, wow. And he's going to be form tackled there by Sydney Uni, by Hunter Teichmann. It was a great tackle. Just around the legs, around the hip, and he's able to bring him down. And it's going to be 3rd and 2 for the UNSW Raiders. Yeah, a little speed option there. Made the defender have to choose between the quarterback or the running back, and then Hunter said enough. Tackled him, stopped him in his tracks, and was able to bring him down.
3rd and short.
We got a trips with a nasty on the far side.
A little bit of a quick game here, or counter. Looking to try and get it across the field. QB keep in the middle.
That's it, and it's going to be
pretty
first.
dangerous thing.
And there we go. It's going to be first down there. UNSW on the just over the halfway on the 48-yard line. That's the thing about Clark Hazlett. He's a dual threat quarterback. Can pass, can run. Actually, some would say a triple threat quarterback because he can pass, run, and he can sing.
There you go. What's he known for singing, Chop?
Country music.
Country music. There
That's
you
it.
go.
Clark Country, as it's called. We call him.
Right.
Yeah.
Take me home, you know what I mean?
That's it. Take me home, country roads.
There we go. Confidence on the line here. Trips to the field. Nasty split tight end, can fill in a conventional tight end role. Making some audible adjustments at the line of scrimmage, changing the position of the back. Potentially
handoff again.
Inside zone.
Inside run, and Jason Ahmed, oh my lord, runs straight through. That offensive line just opened that like Moses part of the Red Seas.
He was definitely hitched up and ready to go. It was being defended by safeties to try that run from getting in to be a touchdown. It's challenging.
A little bit of tempo here from the Raiders as well. They're already set, ready to go.
Trying
Snap.
to get simplicity and getting them on the back foot, busting through again.
And again.
And again. Safety's being forced to make this play.
And Jackson Brown there just down on the field. We might have a quick referee's timeout while we look after our injured player. But yeah, that tempo worked really well. Caught him on the back foot. Just continue to try and run the inside play there. If you see the UNSW linemen just get down, try to open that hole for their running back, and then they even try to get to the second level, try to take out the linebackers and the safeties out of the equation to let Jason run through. So we can see here, fantastic stats here from Double Take Sports. 8 rushing attempts, 64 yards he's gotten so far. So that's awesome from him so far.
8 yards per carry is nothing to be shy away from by any means.
As we're just finishing up our injury timeout here, and time's going to be called back in.
John Keane is now playing in the space of Jackson Brown as a defensive lineman, as a 3 tech or a 1 tech, depending on what we're seeing at the moment.
We've got Trips here with the pistol as well. Has it coming up, maybe just making a call on what he sees to his lineman. Motioning the back over.
This is a big back, looking to see what happens here.
Alonzo Brock, he's going to block for him.
Trying to hold it.
It's going to be a pass, and Rusty
Todd threaded the needle on the catch there, right in the middle of all of the defenders.
There was, how many guys around him? 3 guys, and that ball went straight through. That was awesome. Awesome right there.
Incredible pass.
And it's going to be one of those days. Now the Raiders are back on top, guys, 13-12. It's a great play by Clark Hazlett. He steps back, he sees what he likes. He's able to put that right through, right between. Now I'm going to make a call here, Mitch. I think the Uni may suffer today without particular people on their defense that aren't playing today. Someone like Keenan Mackett, an absolute incredible defensive back, leader of their team.
Yeah, wasn't aware that Keenan wasn't playing until just before the game.
Yeah, so that's going to be something tough, and Uni are definitely going to have to make up for that space there as we come back for the PAT, and it's going to be converted here. And the UNSW Raiders are now back up by 2 points. It's going to be 14-12 for the Raiders here at the 2023 Waratah Bowl.
There is a young safety that's acting a lot of the replacement reps for Keenan, which is Selby Scott. He's doing an incredible job of playing as it's probably a second-year men's player, and performing a lot of incredible work around the safety function within the Raiders defense. Here we can see this elusiveness again with number 9, cutting back across, changing, spinning. It was a bit on spin cycle.
And Jason Armand again on that speed option. He's able to just come through and he's wrapped up, form tackle, brought down. A triple threat quarterback right there, Clark Hazlitt.
Threaded the needle through 3 defenders. Incredibly hard to try and stop that kind of stuff. Because the Lions are running a 2 safety thing, you're seeing that the weakness is in the middle of the field, and if they're not able to defend against that, it becomes incredibly tough.
So we got the kickoff back here for the UNSW Raiders. It's going to be fielded by Mitch Kirk. In the end zone, he's going to try to bring this one out.
Deep kick return, cutting back across the field, making a man miss, being able to cut back again.
Making more
open
men
space
miss.
to the side of the field, coming up to the 30-yard line, about to cross the 20. Great return. Great return.
Mitch Kirk, elusive as ever. Elusive as ever. He's able to find some open space there on his left side, able to come down and run it out just over the 40-yard line.
Continuing to put his offense in a good position to be successful. You can see he presses this right side, drifts out, tries to drag defenders in, cuts back across, and is able to clean up some more space here. Understands what he's trying to get to, making sure they run the whole way. Huge miss of a tackle there.
Yeah,
incredibly smart player, Mitch Kirk.
And he's deceptively fast as well. When he looks like he's just jogging, he's actually sprinting full pelt. It's very deceptive. So we've got the Lions back out here with their offense. Again, it looks like Hugh Tompkins in the backfield there. Snap to Nakora. Nakora's going to take a quick pass.
Speed to the outside, quick screen.
And that's a good 6 or 7 yards there. Receiver was able to catch that ball through contact and was able to still make a few yards. And that has to come off now because his helmet's come off the field. As you get the play call in from head coach Josh Lawton, just to the right of your screen there.
Yeah, nothing too fancy at the moment, Chop. Really just seeing some screen game, some balanced attack, allowing the run to open up.
And that looks like it could be, I believe, maybe a delay of game.
Nah, it depends on what the refs saw here, but it'll either be false start due to encroachment. The defensive line was moving and it forced the O-line to snap. Not sure what we're going to be seeing as to what Greg's going to say here, though. But O-line definitely started moving.
False start.
False start on the offense.
5 yards, second down.
And that'll be a 5-yard penalty, and we'll go back for second down. So that brings it back to the 41-yard line. Negates most of the yards that they got in the last play. So a bit disappointing for the Lions there, but they'll get it back. It's got that big offensive line there from Sydney Uni, led by Aaron Carberry there. Absolute gem of a man. Been at Sydney Uni for God knows how long. Snap to Nakora. He's going to look for the pass. He's looking. He doesn't like it. And he's going to scramble out to his right. Still scrambling. And he's going to be taken out field for a 3-yard loss. It's going to be a third and looks like to be 12.
Those are the problems that you start to see when they put you behind. It was well defended. The coverage was well maintained across the board. I think was trying to avoid contact here and ended up out of bounds.
It's going to be a timeout there for Sydney Uni. So timeout there for Sydney Uni as we take a quick break and let our boys get some water in. Let them get their coaches to reevaluate their game plan at the moment, talk them through what they need. As we see here again, the Sydney Uni, UNSW Raiders are being spoken to by their defensive coordinator Michael Stellana, and a couple of their leading players as well.
It's important, I think, for defences here to just know that they need to maintain the tempo. You know, UNSW's got some incredibly competent players. They've got guys who are trying to get after it. They just need to do what they do, nothing more, nothing less. Do you know what I mean? There isn't a heap of extra work. The guys that they've got on the field are incredible, and they're going to execute where they need to be.
All right, we're back here from the timeout.
2-by-2 with the big back in again.
Feed him.
See what they can wrestle up here.
Feed him. I want to see more Hugh Tompkins. I love me a big back.
Seeing some softness in the coverage here. We're able to transition a bit. He's huge sack there for UNSW.
Sack, or is it considered a sack?
I don't know. It's forward, so probably not a sack.
Little bit of forward.
Plus one to his run yardage.
That's right there. Nakora again didn't like what he saw. Stepped up, thought he could scramble through, and realised the contact was coming and had to go down. Was looking, didn't like it, went to pump fake and got swallowed up by that Sydney Uni defensive line. Alonzo Brock there and O'Neill coming through with the tackle.
UNSW offense.
Sorry.
Defensive line shot.
UNSW.
Just credit where credit's due.
As Sydney Uni come out here to punt away.
Concern about punting it back to some of these deep returners is their elusiveness. You'd think they're telling you to kick it out of bounds, but it's oh no.
Oh, that's a shank from Hayden Gifford, and it's about a 4-yard gain.
I might have gone for it on fourth if you knew that was the option there, Chop.
Yeah, I think so. You know what I say? Bring back the hefty lefty from last year. What was his number? 86, 76? He had a leg on him and a half.
He did have a leg.
Yeah.
Just see here it was. Oh, sorry. This is cut back. Yeah. You can see the view from Jordan Nakora here trying to get through, and then the first downs that are being made.
Yeah, Jordan just he liked what he saw and then didn't like what he saw. Went to pump fake and just didn't have time. Wasn't able to get away. And swallowed up there. 2-back set here from UNSW.
Short and field, trying to give a different look to what they're doing. Pressing up on the line of scrimmage against some of their receivers is shown to be pretty effective. Motion to the wide side of the field, quicker than they're going deep over the top.
Oh, wow. And that's going to be Rusty with the catch. Rusty was able to step around the back shoulder of Mitch Kirk and able to make that catch over him and convert a very big first down. And we're going to be 1st and 10 on the Sydney Uni 18-yard line, and we've got a bit of tempo again.
Benefits of tempo is really trying to keep the defense in a one-dimensional look across the board, trying to not add anything too bad.
Hazlitt holds and he runs.
Keeping it simple, they're going to try and tempo it back up and get back to the line of scrimmage and go again. I'm expecting a play to come into effect here with Mitch Sawyer. He's their big tight end. They've used him in the run game. He's got some height, so he can be leveraged against that. There's a real strong potential to be able to handle that.
As we've got another timeout here, looks like Clark wanted some time to be able to speak over with his coaches, so he called a timeout here. And we quickly break away.
He had a lot of Lions on him on that last run, so I think giving him an opportunity to have a breather and make good decisions is really important. That's also the quarter there, Chock, so we'll be flipping ends.
right, that is going to be the quarter here. So first quarter in the books here at the 2023 Waratah Bowl. Current score, we've got the Raiders up 14 to the Lions 12. Raiders are currently out with their offense, and they're going to be looking to put in another score here on the Sydney Uni 8-yard line.
Incredibly even at the moment, Chop. I think it's definitely a back and forth game. You can never count either one of these teams out.
Yeah, they've got two very good quarterbacks, both teams. You know, you've got Jordan playing for Sydney Uni, and then you've got Clark playing for UNSW. Very smart, very intelligent quarterbacks. Clark with years of experience, having played in multiple leagues overseas, in Mexico and a few other countries as well. So incredible football mindsets between the both of them. There's UNSW back out here, and looks like it's going to be under center. It's going to be a handoff to Alonzo Brock, and Alonzo Brock's going to break right, and he's going to come in for the touchdown.
Huge touchdown there.
That's a Schmedian back. He's more of a Schmedian back than Hugh, but definitely great run from him there. We had Clark Hazard under center. They knew what they wanted. Was able to come out and give him the handoff, and Hazard stepped out. Brock stepped out to the right. Was able to score.
You can see the formation really manipulated the way in which the defense was going to line up, based on knowing what the defense will do against certain formations. Meant they created a strong mismatch, and they were able to go +1 in the run game for them, and then they got what they needed.
So we've got Raiders here lining up for the PAT. 2 from 2 so far. Let's make it 3 from 3. 3 from 3 it is.
Extending it now to a 2-score game, Chop, is a big thing as well. So even if the Lions are able to score again and a 2-point, they'll still be behind from 1. So maintaining that 1-point advantage is absolutely critical.
It's going to be a big test for the Lions to at least try to get back into this just before the half. Build a little bit of momentum for themselves, get their mindsets back on track, and help them come out from the halftime break and bring it back. Plus, I want my prediction to be right. So, yeah, Alonzo Brock, he's a great player. Can play both sides of the ball, both linebacker and running back. And I believe he is a player from America as well, if I'm not mistaken. As I consult my trusty notes while we wait for the kick. That's right, Alonzo Brock there, number 15. He was invited to the XFL draft pool where he went into camp in 2022. So quite an outstanding player there to be playing in the XFL, or at least be invited to the camp in the XFL. So come back here for the kickoff. And it's a long, booming kick, and that's going to be out of bounds. Just on the 8-yard line, and let's see what Uni decide to do, whether they take this or make them re-kick it.
I think with special teams being as valuable as it is, there would be an assumption that they may ask for a re-kick depending on where the spot of the foul puts them.
It'll be the Raiders faithful just underneath us, giving it their all, getting behind their boys. We appreciate the support as always. It looks like Uni are going to accept a penalty there and take the ball on the 35-yard line. Come back out with their offense and see if they can get some points on the board.
Expect to see a little wrinkle here as well. I'm sure they've got something up their sleeve that'll be able to create a mismatch that they want to see. So
it looks like we've got a wing-back set here as well.
They're pretty reliant on the wing-back formation to try and get better numbers in the run game. Expecting to see a motion here inside zone, dodging the first tackle, breaking some, getting stood up.
Hugh Tompkins running into O'Neill. God, that's a matchup I want to see every single day. That's two big, large men, and they're very, very strong, very powerful. Keep that one going, boys. Hugh Tompkins there, well, sorry, the Lions there, 58 rushing yards overall in this first quarter. Not too bad from them, probably not what they'd like to see. They'd like to probably see more, and I believe they're going to get the ball rolling here.
2x2, offset back. You're seeing a lot of pressure from the UNSW here, trying to create mismatches on what you're seeing. Again, getting stood up by O'Neill. Hugh Tompkins not able to make it back to the point where they started. They're actually going to lose a yard on that one.
Now, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, the Raiders are playing a 3-4 defense, but they're bringing their 2 outside linebackers down onto the line, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The positional elements probably less relevant. They have 3 linemen and they can be a 3-5 or a 3-4, or they've got 3 safeties, so it's kind of a 3-3. It depends on personnel groupings as to whether or not it's a 3-4.
Yeah.
I don't know whether they have 4 linebackers, but they've definitely got they've got some guys here that you can see. They're showing 5 on the front, walking back out. Safeties are coming in and out. You know, it's trying to create a different look for the offensive line or the defensive line.
Nakora is going to be stood up just in front of the line of scrimmage there, not converting the 3rd down. And we've got a claim for a strip. Don't know if that's going to be a strip, no.
Regardless of how convincing we make the claim, that doesn't necessarily change it. Looking to punt from this position.
Yeah, Nakora, that run game's getting stuffed. It's getting stuffed. Raiders have learnt. Raiders have adapted to the run game, and Sydney Uni are not able to capitalise. Looks like it's going to be a battle in the trenches there. See if they can get their run game back on track.
Punt to the elusive back now. Be interesting to see what they choose to do. Hopefully this is more effective than the last punt that we made as a game.
Hayden Gifford punting away to Lance Billings, who's in the backfield there to receive.
Get on that, not letting it get too far down. Caught at speed, missed the first tackle, getting pushed down to the sidelines, out of bounds at about the 35-yard line, 34-yard line.
Yeah, Lance Billings, tell you what, he's incredible incredible returner. He's quite a stout player. It's going to be interesting to see if he has a big effect on the special teams moving forward. He's already started to, light them on fire a little bit.
Yeah, the return dynamics of a punt are incredibly terrifying for all coaches, as you never really know how effective it's going to be.
That's right. Got a single back set here.
You've got the bunch into the sideline. It'll be interesting to see what they try and do there. Tight ends in on the line of scrimmage, creating a mismatch. A little cheap motion out there that you're seeing in the NFL at the moment. Mismatch over the top, going to try and do that. Getting wrestled down here, contains collapse.
And this is just Haslett for you. He is so elusive as a quarterback. As a runner, he is incredibly elusive. Was able to shake off tackles, change the direction of the field against the grain. And we do have a flag on the field, however.
I think we're going to see clipping, actually.
Yep.
Yeah, so you can see on this replay here as he comes out, on the top part of your screen, you're going to see someone who sort of gets clipped there.
Yes.
Right there.
Yeah, I think that was number 49 from the Lions who got clipped. Alexander Malatos there, he got clipped by the Raiders, and it's going to be a penalty. Bringing it back 15 yards, and it's going to be a repeat of the first down. Haslett will be a little bit annoyed with that, but this type of quarterback, I think that he can just shake that off and we move on. Next play up. So break the huddle here. Looks like it's going to be trips to the field side. Pistol formation with the running back.
It's interesting. So we're looking at 1st and 20. An incredible position to be in, considering how high-powered their offense is.
Dennison in motion.
Doesn't mean a huge amount for them. You're going to see a shot deep downfield, possibly broken up.
Ooh, and we've got a flag just here on the closest side of the field. It's Brian Harwood there throwing the flag, and just on the 38-yard line.
I've seen
he's
a
going to
flag
have holding
on the play side as well.
So we're going to have holding on the defense, which is the one closest to the field, and we're waiting for the flag for the opposite side of the field. I think they might say it's going to be OPI. We'll stand by for the call. And I hope the sound was coming through. We can't tell if it is, but if it wasn't, that's going to be OPI on the offense and holding on the defense. Those penalties will offset, and we'll repeat the down. So it's going to be 1st and 20-ish. 25. Yeah, 1st and 25 for the Raiders on their 19-yard line.
Seeing a sort of quarters look here with 2 deep safeties, corners playing down, expecting them to squat on anything that comes out from the number 2. Showing a blitz with a peel here, trying to figure out what
hand off for the run.
Great 5 yards there. Number 3.
Yeah, I believe that was Claudius Turbo Kubin. And I will emphasize on the turbo. It's in quotation marks here in my notes.
Understood.
It's pronounced as turbo. It's actually written here, TUR-BO.
There you go.
All right, we're back here for the Raiders. Looks like a stack on the far side.
Little cheat motion that we're going to see.
And we're going to get a timeout for the Raiders.
To UNSW.
Don't think Connor Brewster liked what he saw, wanted to bring his boys in and have a chat, figure this one out, and get the ball back rolling soon.
No, you're definitely seeing both teams trying to find a way to win on every single down here. I think taking the timeout now, knowing you've got some time, being able to get everyone on the same page and make good decisions is 99% of the battle. Looking at the University of Sydney defence and understanding what they're trying to do, they're fighting to find a way for themselves to get a better mismatch on the D-line and looking at what they can hide from a coverage point of view.
Interesting, because they do have a very strong defensive line as well. You know, I think, what have they got? Martin Bellata on the D-line as well as John Keane. And I'm trying to make out who the other number is. I think that could be Jacob Giles there as well, number 99, last year's Waratah Bowl MVP. I want to make it clear, I called that early on in the game. I said it was the MVP. You said a little bit too early to call MVP, Chuck. And he got it as well.
Yeah.
And we see here the Raiders, 4 out of 7 passing attempts. So not too bad, but 90 yards in passing yards. So Hazlitt's got a bit of a cannon on him. So come back out from the timeout here with the spread 2x2. Running back in the pistol. Motions him down. And we got a motion across from Rusty.
Cheap motion across that we've seen from the NFL. They're trying to leverage his speed as he's trying to cross across the field. He's got pressure, trying to find a way to do it, throwing it deep downfield.
Oh, wow.
Made the catch.
That's a great play from Hazlitt. Hazlitt's getting chased out the backfield by Martin Bellata, and he's able to get that ball off and get, I believe, 87. That's... I'm going to look to Mitch because I forgot his name. The Seahawks tight end, tall bloke.
Mitch Sawyer.
Mitch Sawyer, thank you. I knew it was a Mitch.
Yeah.
Mitch Sawyer with the catch there. And now we're going to have a Sydney University timeout. So we're just getting adjustments all over the field here, trying to understand, you know, what they're seeing, what they can do better on both sides of the ball. And we're going to have a quick timeout here.
They're also trying to manage a level of fatigue with their guys. You can see how hot it is. You can see them trying to get their helmets off, get hydrated, manage the effort and intensity of the team at the moment.
We got a defensive coordinator there, Jason Vonsina, giving direction to his boys, trying to get them on track there for the Sydney University Lions. Yeah, 5 from 8 for Hazlitt. 111 yards, not too bad for him. Probably not the game that he wanted. He probably would have wanted something better as he lines back up under center. Hand off to Alonzo Brock. And Alonzo Brock is probably just going to break the plane. It looks like, yeah, he's breaking the plane. It's going to be a first down for the UNSW Raiders.
It's what we were touching on before, the idea that even though, you know, 25 and 1, or first and 25 isn't going to stop a team from going out there and trying to score. And I think, you know, that's what we expect here.
The Raiders come out here on the just above their 45-yard line, 1st and 10. Check a spread offense again.
Again, 2 by 2.
Snap to Hazlitt. He's going to look. He's going to look. He doesn't like his first read. Likes his second read. Kingsley Dennison. Dennison's going to take the catch and be tackled down just on the 31-yard line. We're going to move that one forward, and that's going to be 1st down again for UNSW Raiders.
Consistently weak into the middle of the field here is particularly challenging as they're attacking the middle of the field open with no deep safety. You're seeing
hand off to Turbo. And he's going to be tackled maybe for a 2-yard gain. Giving it to Turbo on the tempo. Getting a little bit of speed in there, huh? Having the Lions defense out there as well for this long, this amount of time, they're going to start to be gassed. Going to start to feel it a little bit. They're really going to want to just try to either, try to get a stoppage here, get it to force, get the stoppage on the force so they can get off the field.
Yeah, I think the longer they're on the field, the more chance of a mental error that they're going to have.
That's right. We got spread again. Motion from Dennison from the top to bottom of your screen. He's going to look. He likes Dennison again. And Dennison's going to be tackled there by, it looks like, number 16 for the Sydney Uni Lions. It's going to be about a 1-yard, maybe 2-yard gain there for Kingsley Dennison, bringing up 3rd down. It's going to be Zach Fernley, ex-Wolverines player for the Sydney Uni Lions, making the tackle there. He reads it, he comes downfield, makes
He's
the
an
tackle
incredibly
perfect.
talented linebacker / safety. He does a really good job of being able to make reads, and he also played for the Outback team for
That's
the
right.
19s.
Got trips to the field side here. Running back comes down to his place, and it's going to be a handoff against Turbo.
Wide zone to Turbo, swallowed up.
Swallowed up, and this is a stoppage that Sydney Uni want. Sydney Uni are going to want to put this to 4th down and hopefully get a stoppage here and get their defense off the field so their offense can go to work.
I think that's what they need to see with 4 minutes left approximately in the half. They need to be able to get their offense back on the field. They do have an interesting position. They do get the ball at the beginning of the 1st half, which isn't to be understated as well. So with this, you can get your offense back on the field. But again, they've got to focus on taking away anything under 5 yards. Deep safety action here is going to be particularly challenging. They've got incredibly fast receivers. They'll use emotion or something to try and get a mismatch here. Look at what they're trying to do. Or with Turbo, just run it down the middle. If in doubt, he held it off to Whitey, you know what I mean? So it's a crazy weakness in the middle of the field.
Oh, he's short.
Mitch Sawyer making an incredible catch here. Finding space.
Big, tall Mitch Sawyer. And we're going to have a bit of tempo again. So I feel like this could be a handoff to Turbo. Inside handoff to Turbo, I'm calling it now. God, I'm good. And Turbo scores. The Raiders offensive line able to break that Sydney Uni Lions D-line, open up a hole for Turbo, and Turbo's in there to score. And the UNSW Raiders are now leading 27-12 here.
Convincing 2-score game.
This is what the Raiders like to see. This is what their Raiders faithful like to see, how their offense is operating high-powered, moving the ball quickly, getting downfield quickly.
The Raiders have been knocking on this door for many years and have been denied. So I think it's an effort-based thing that, year on year, a lot of people coming from different clubs to try and support this dream and get together after it. It's only inevitable that they'll start to be able to put themselves in this position.
That's right. I think in the last, how many years the Raiders have been to, I think in the last 4 years, the Raiders have been to 2 out of the last 4 Waratah Bowls.
That's correct.
And have been unable to convert on those there. And last year losing in the semi-finals as well to the Rebels. So it's disappointing for the Raiders. They really want to obviously get back here. And I think they're showing it today, leading here 28-12 against the Sydney Uni Lions.
Again, though, we saw this in previous games, the dynamism of special teams, and you Sydney Lions can really come back and look what they're going to do. Raiders are playing incredibly good football at the moment. There isn't really a lot you can fault. Great decision making, great space utilisation against the coverages they're seeing.
We've got a kick here again from the Raiders. Looks like it's going to be fielded there. I can't tell that number. I think it's going to be 22 for the Lions, Jack Brown.
Cutting across the field, breaking a tackle.
Oh, wait, did he fumble? I think he fumbled. We've got a dog pile in the middle of the field there. We're going to wait and see who has the ball.
Refs are going to break it up.
Come on, Greg, dive in there like the refs do. And there's going to be a Raiders ball. My word. Sydney Uni are going to be kicking themselves. Jack Brown's going to be livid with himself, having fumbled the ball there on his own 28-yard line, turning it over to UNSW. And UNSW are going to come out and bring back out their offense.
And this is the last mental error that they needed in this position to try and put an already gassed defense back out on the field. And see him not being tight here, running with a loose carry, getting stripped out. Number 30 on the UNSW Raiders being able to find space to be able to get that ball out. Absolutely incredible effort.
As we got the dazzle of Zebras dispersing from the middle of the field. Do you know, I just learnt that last week, having rewatched the 2022 Grand Final. You called it a dazzle.
Yeah, it is.
And I read it up and I looked it up. I said, what is a group of zebras called?
It is.
They're called a dazzle.
It's called a razzle dazzle.
I love that.
Razzle dazzle zebras.
So you can hear the Raiders faithful again, giving it their all. They're really happy with the way their team's performing here late in the second quarter.
Trips bunch here looks like a wide attempt to try and defend the broader side of the field. You can see a lot of space and a lot of one-on-one matchups.
That's deep to your man. Oh, and that's going to be well defended there by Mitch Kirk.
Despite the height difference there, Mitch doesn't care. That's what I like to see.
Hey, he may be a small man, but you know, not today, son. That's
he
it.
Is mighty.
That's right. That's right. He's able to defend that pass there to Mitch Sawyer, as we see right in front of our eyes here on the screen. Great camera work there by our friends at Double Take Sports.
Great play by Mitch Kirk.
So we got looks to be tripped to the tight end on the field side here. Pistol formation as well. And it's going to be a handoff there. It looks like to Jason Armour. Jason Armour, yeah, and he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
What appears to be a 5-yard loss.
Ooh, it's a big loss. He's got to go vertical on that one.
Swarmed down well by Sydney Uni defence. They're incredibly good at playing sideline to sideline and trying to get people running.
And we can see on our screens here, we've seen it the last few years. Number 6, Jordan Nakora, quarterback, also coming in at linebacker there to help out his defense.
Playing over the top of Mitch Sawyer. They've got multiple legitimate threats on.
And we're going to have a timeout here from the UNSW Raiders there. With just, I'd say, a bit over 2 minutes to go.
Yeah.
And you can see as well, number 3, our friend Hugh Tompkins, the big back, was lined up at linebacker before as well. Jordan Nakora there was able to make that tackle on that last play. He's quite a threatening person in general. You know, he's not in a bad way, but you know, he's a dual threat quarterback, and also he's a great linebacker, safety, can play the defensive line. He's an all-round footballer, and all-round top bloke as well.
Quite threatening, Chuck, I understand.
He's going to hear this and say, what? I wasn't threatening at all.
This is on the internet forever. You've told the world that a person's threatening, so it's, you can be prepared to get cancelled.
No, he's a very, very nice bloke.
I quite like
Absolute
Jordan.
gentleman.
I have nothing against you, Jordan, when you're listening to this. I'm not threatened at all.
Jordan, if you listen to this, you know how I feel about you. You're an absolute gentleman and a scholar, my friend.
I think one of the challenges that you're seeing with UNSW at the moment is the versatility that they have on their receiving core to try and make plays across a lot of different dimensions.
Coming back here from the timeout.
USyd changing up their front, going 3 down linemen and trying to drop some guys into coverage to help assist with that. You're looking at drop 8, really trying to cover up anything short underneath. Throw to the middle of the field, absolute chaos ensues. Mitch Sawyer again just finding space to be able to sit in the area and receive what he's going to get given.
He's getting tackled there by Hunter Teichman there. It's going to bring up 3rd and...
looks like it's going to be first down for me.
You're going to call it first? There you go, Matty Steele. Call it first, son. He's standing on the down marker. Call it first. There we go. It's going to be first down. Yeah, Hunter Teichman there with a great tackle coming around the top. But Mitch Sawyer, man, he's an absolute threat. He's such a threat downfield because of his height. Come back here. We've got spread offense. A keep for Clark Hasler, and he's going to get tackled in the backfield by Zach Fernley.
Zach ain't playing. He knows what the read is, and he's seen it many times before. Did a really good job of sticking to his responsibility and playing where he needed to be.
And that's fantastic read there by Zach Fernley there, able to make the tackle for about an 8-yard loss. You see, yeah, Hasler decided to keep it. Tried to run out to his left, didn't see anything. Zach was already there on his tail. And we got the 2-minute warning here from our white hat, Greg Evers. Come back out, we've got trips to the field side. Snap to Hasler. He's going to look deep, scrambling out to his right. Receivers are coming back, but he's too low there for Whitey. And that's going to be an incomplete pass, bringing up 3rd down.
USyd's adjustments have really started to add a level of complexity for the passing game as he's into this drop 8 scenario. I expect the OC to now change back to more of a running heavy game and not allow for this 3 down to be able to cope with what it is they're doing.
Yeah, you're right.
Expecting to see power or counter or something along those lines, some big on big action to be able to see it.
So we've got Harrison Crook there, number 70 in at lineman as well. So changing up the alignment a little bit, changing up the personnel, trying to get their boys a bit of a breather. Snap here to Hasler. He's going to 1-step drop,
Deep
looking
throw
deep.
over the top.
And oh, Mitch Kirk almost had it as well, and he dropped it just in the end zone. Tactical drop, you think, Mitch?
No, because he would have just dropped. He would have nailed it in the 4th. It's still 4th down. You take the pick any time of the week.
That's right.
Mitch Kirk isn't built like that. He would have taken it if he got it.
He's starting to make his adjustments a little bit though on Rusty. He's starting to read Rusty a little bit better. Rusty is an absolute gun of a receiver. He's a great player. Very fast, very elusive. Great height on him as well. He's got good hops.
An attempt at a field goal here.
What do we got? About a 35-yard field goal. And Sydney Uni are going to call a timeout here. All right, so as we lead into the half, Mitch, thoughts so far on the first half?
The mismatches and the mistakes the Lions have made in the possessions that they've had been fairly costly. UNSW's defensive adjustments in sort of the early quarters have really paid dividends in being able to stop what I guess is the main elements of the USyd game plan. Talking to most coaches, you're often considering, you know, if a team's going to beat you, you want them to beat you on the stuff they're bad at. And I think UNSW is doing a really good job of going, well, look, we know these are the things you do well. We're going to try and shut those down. And if you beat us, then beat us in a way that you're not comfortable with. I think the Lions are still an incredible team. They're looking to try and show up as much as they can. And, you know, they've just shown that they can stop them in a 4th down situation and made a defensive adjustment. They're putting absolutely everyone in to try and get the best team on the field, and they're in no way sort of shying away from being a little bit non-conventional. So I admire that in general.
It's going to be a kick here, and That's going to be
It is wide.
wide left, it looks like. So that's going to be an incomplete conversion for the free kick.
Field goal.
Field goal.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's it.
my English lost for a second.
No, it's all good. It happens to the best of us.
That's right, and we're going to have...
It would happen when you say that people are threatening on the internet. That's how that's what happens.
That's going to
Your
stick.
tongue's been taken.
That's
forever
going to
now.
stick for the rest of the night.
It is. It is. It is. I'm not brave enough to say it. So, look, I think Lions are going to be in a 2-minute drill here. They're really looking to try and move the ball downfield confidently and comfortably. You're going to expect quick passes, them trying to get to the sideline. I don't think you're going to try and see them win it all at once. You might even see a couple of runs mixed in there. I think they've got one timeout left based on what they're able to see. Yeah, there's a lot of good benefits to being able to do that.
Oh, it's going to be a low snap to Nakora. He's going to have to try and recover that. And catch by Eamon. He's on the sideline. Surely that's in. Waiting for the call here from the side judge. We've got Brian Harwood saying out. Matt Fordham saying in. Can we get an agreement, gentlemen? So that's going to be an incomplete pass there. We're going to have 2nd and 10. It's a bit disappointing. Eamon did quite well to try and get his toes on the line, but he may have just been on the sideline there if we watch the replay here. So Eamon, number 1, came out to the sideline. You might not be able to see it from the Raiders players. This will be a much better angle. Our guys, our friends at Double Take Sports there. Look at that, look at that. That's going to be... Oh, Mitch.
If it's on the line, it's out.
Do you think...
That's the fact.
Yeah.
If it's on the line, it's out. There's no grass.
I think it's an absolute centimetre in it. As we got the snap here, back to Nakora. Doesn't like what he sees. The rush is coming. The rush takes him down. And that's going to be a sack. UNSW in the backfield, bringing up 3rd and forever.
I think USyd need to be aware of timing here, knowing that they've got space and time, then they're going to get it back in the second half.
So Nakora's getting his reads, gets the snap, fake handoff to Hugh. It's going to be a pass out wide. And that's going to be a tackle and brings up 4th and 6, give or take. 4th and 6 on their own 32-yard line.
I think with the clock ticking and the play clock running down, they might be able to take a shot with minutes left or seconds left.
Looks to me like they're probably bringing out their punting team. Not too sure. Yeah, they're bringing out the punt team here. We got Lance Billings there again in the backfield, preparing to receive this punt. The very elusive Lance Billings. And that's going to bring up the half. I think Sydney Uni knew where they were, knew how long was left. That's halftime here at your 2023 Waratah Bowl. We have the Raiders leading the Lions 28-12.
16-point differential, 2 touchdowns. We were seeing something very similar to this for a majority of the first half in the Colts game. Looking forward to seeing halftime adjustments and what the teams can do, Chuck. We'll be back with you all soon. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from the halftime break. We are back at the beautiful Brookvale Oval here on the northern beaches of Sydney. Mitch, how was your halftime break?
Oh, it's always good. I ventured into some air conditioning, spoke to some of the illustrious GNSW alumni. Everyone's pretty excited about how the game's going so far. I've got a mix of UNSW faithful and some people cheering for Sydney Uni and a good combination of all. I think the UNSW crowd is much louder and much easier to try and get in space. So
yeah, I think it's been good. We have a good little turnout here. You know, I ventured out into the bleachers myself. Saw some of the great UTS Gators that are currently hanging out with us. We've got obviously the Raiders faithful there, some Lions faithful around here, and some Rebels players as well. Been tuning into the game, and if you're just tuning in, you can see the score on your screen there. It was 28-12 at the moment there to the UNSW Raiders. The Raiders been playing really well with their high-powered offense, Mitch.
Yeah, a couple of really deep strikes and just some consistent pursuit of excellence around their passing game and the diversity of their run game. It's incredible to see how they're going.
So good stuff from the Raiders there. I think the Lions need to come back from this, and you know, Lions are the type of team where they'll go into the halftime break if they're down, and they'll make the adjustments they need, come back out, and really start to put some pressure back on the Raiders, and you know, turn this into a really tight ball game.
I think the big dynamic shift that we're going to see is the Lions returning in the first part of the half, opportunity to get back on the board and score, and then see their defensive adjustments against the UNSW Raiders. If you're the Raiders coaches, you're sort of going in the half going, hey, don't stop what we're doing well. We're trying to score more points, not less, and looking at what we can get out of this, and I think that's the position that they were in. Disciplined football, I could already hear the players downstairs holding each other accountable, really trying to drive that downfield.
And we've got the kickoff here.
Deep kick.
Going to be received by the Sydney Uni Lions there and returned. And it's, that's going to be swallowed up there. Alonzo Brock. He's having an absolute game today, this guy. Running back, linebacker, now on special teams as well. Makes the tackle there on the Sydney Uni 16-yard line there. And Jordan Okora and his Sydney Uni Lions offense will come back out for it to start the second half. Good tackle there, wrapping the legs, bringing him down. As they say, man cannot run without some legs.
Incredible strength there as well, effectively holding onto his leg with his hand like it was a baby rattle. It's pretty incredible. Built different.
Built different. Speaking of built different, look at the Sydney Uni O-line coming back out, led there by number 70, club captain Harrison Crook. Number 60 there over at left tackle, Aaron Carberry, one of the great UNSW stalwarts. And number 67, I believe, Ben Stanhope, ex-UTS Gators and West Sydney Pirates player. Great all-round human being, very, very strong guy on the O-line. Again, we start out in a wing-back set here with Hugh Tompkins in the backfield, Eamon in at wing-back, motioning Tompkins out to the wide. And Okora's looking for a pass, throws that up, and no one's underneath it to catch it there. I believe there was a lot of pressure coming through from number 11 there from the UNSW Raiders, Johnny Mau Mau.
Empty checks are incredibly dangerous to deal with from a defensive point of view. You can see that they've really got a lot of pressure through there, gone through two of the gaps, pressure right in the face, and Jordan did a good job just to try and get it out of there. Yeah,
Mau Mau absolutely pressured him through the middle there, and believe it or not, have you ever seen Mau Mau play wide receiver?
No.
Mau Mau played wide receiver in New Zealand. That was his main position. He wore the number 80 jersey. So a bit of trivia for you there, Mitch.
There you go.
We've got a two-back set here.
Ben Fraser on the screen there, playing defensive end / linebacker, doing an incredible job of making reads and running forward.
Hugh Tompkins with the carry there, bringing up about 3 or 4 yards there. We're going to have 3rd and 6 there for the Sydney Uni Lions. And we got a quick substitution there. O'Neill coming off with big Meraki coming on. Meraki is stalwart of UNSW Raiders, an absolute gentleman, gem of a man, great guy all around. So we're going to have big on big protection here. Pass over to Eamon. Eamon catches that in stride over his head and is able to take the first down. Helmet comes off, but my God, what a catch in stride. And that's going to be a first down Sydney Uni. That's going to be the momentum that they need to start getting onto the board.
They'll go back to a 4-receiver set here, looking at what they can try and do, leveraging some speed.
Yeah, straight over the middle there. Eamon just took that in stride over his head, caught it at the point of the flight of the ball. Able to take that. He knows. He looks down the barrel of the camera. As we come back here, Jordan Okora with the scramble. And he's going to be tackled there. Probably about a 2-yard gain, bringing up 2nd and 8 for Sydney Uni.
Yeah, it was a huge first down, and I think just being able to keep their offense on the field, keep the ball rolling, maintain some momentum.
Play call in from head coach Josh Lawton there. And Jordan Okora assessing the coverage scheme here from the Raiders.
In a 1 high safety look, rolling back into 2.
It's going to be completed catch and a first down again from Sydney Uni. It's going to be Lorenzo Mazu with a catch straight over on the seam, picks it up, and we've got an injured player. What a catch from Lorenzo, though, my word. Able to take that, hit, gets contacted it's immediately after he catches the ball, and he's back up.
I had the pleasure of having Lorenzo come down for the New South Wales State program, and he is one of the most all-round nice guys, shows up to every training session. So good to be able to see him contribute at this level, take contact and be able to catch the ball and still move forward.
Yeah, you see, if you watch that replay there, you see Nakora looked at his first read, didn't like it, looked at his second read, Lorenzo. Lorenzo was open, clear, well, ready to go, and was able to take that catch there. And number 2 coming in with the tackle. Probably just got a little bit of a knock there from Matthew Hull there, who is just coming off the field there. Probably got a little bit of a knock, maybe a bit winded from that tackle, but he's back off the field now. He's up and running, good to go, and we're almost back to game time. Like we're going to have 2-back formation here with Eamon and Makamoy and Hugh Tompkins in the backfield there with Jordan Okora. Very versatile backfield there at the moment. 2 receivers on the field side, 1 on the boundary side. It's going to be a handoff to Tompkins, inside run, and he's going to break a tackle.
Break
2,
through,
break 2!
through to the touchdown.
That's my boy.
Huge play, straight up the middle.
How about Hugh Tompkins, the big back, the fridge with legs, the coke can with legs, breaking tackles, getting downfield, and he's put his Sydney Uni Lions back within, what is it, 1, I'd say 2 converted scores.
Yeah.
In order to take the lead of this game.
You can see here, held up strong, pushed through.
Breaks off Alonzo Brock, breaks off another tackle, and he's through. Easy, daylight. Hugh Tompkins, he's going to be the catalyst in this game for the Sydney Uni, I reckon.
Huge run. Hard running inside as well. Looking for a 2-point conversion here required by UNSW.
It's going to be another handoff to Tompkins. It's going to be a little bit of miscommunication. Eamon just stopped in the backfield, and Hugh ran directly into his back. It's going to be an incomplete conversion there for the 2-point. I believe there's going to be some miscommunication on the Lions end. Probably need to get that tidied up a little bit so they can get back to scoring ways. However, we are looking at a 28-18 lead from the UNSW Raiders here.
I'm interested to see the defensive adjustments for the UNSW Raiders high-powered offense by the Sydney Uni Lions. I'm not sure what they can do to adjust particularly well, considering the versatility of what they have. It'll be a mix between being able to accurately stop the run and then still handle their high-powered passing offense with at least 3 eligible threats at any one point in time.
To be honest, I think that I was just at halftime talking with some of the boys from the Gators in regards to the defense that the Lions showed in that back end. That 3 down lineman set that they had with the linebackers roaming around in the backfield, that seemed to work for them, but I believe that UNSW is smart enough to be able to combat that. So Lions are again going to have to try and figure out a new scheme in order to be able to combat that high-powered offense.
I think so. The problem with the 3 down linemen.
Oh, Lance Billings. Lance Billings, he's through. He's going to go. Will he go? He will. All the way. Touchdown. Lance Billings. That's why he's a dangerous man. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Mitch. That's why he's an absolute dangerous guy. Oh, wait, it's going to be... I think there's a bit of confusion going on. I believe the Raiders thought that they scored. However, I believe also there's maybe confusion as to whether he dropped the ball before he entered the end zone. A bit unsure what this call is. There's a bunch of flags on the field. And a referee's hat. Does that make any sense to you, Mitch?
I think the presumption was that they didn't extend the ball past the line of scrimmage, and so UNSW were recovering it.
I believe if we had if we had the ability to watch replays in our league here, our friends at Double Take Sports would have got an absolutely amazing angle of that. And I say that with the presumption that the replay is coming up soon. So we've got the Dazzle Zebras there, figuring out what's going on. In the meantime, so here's a kick to Billings. Billings gets the ball, and he's able to break out to the right, break a tackle. 25 misses him completely, and he knows he's going. Does he get in? I don't know. I'll probably need to see it again in slow-mo. Was it college football? Was it a college game that happened? I'm pretty sure I've seen that before.
Yeah.
And that's the hit after the fact, which this was one of the boys who picked up the ball to take it back. So I'm a little bit unsure where we're at here. In the meantime, Mitch, what's the thoughts on our razzle-dazzle crew there?
Well, it's some of the best that GNSW have had. I think there's definitely a view that it'll be a conclusive answer. I didn't see an indication of a touchdown from the officials, so I'm unsure about what the assertion was there. And I'm seeing a return by USID, and then if it is a legitimate return, then the tackle's fine. If it's not a legitimate return, the tackle's not fine. There's probably a couple of levels of complexity around what this is going to look like.
We stand by here for a very long convention from our razzle-dazzle crew.
Seeing the ball,
Let's have a look
seeing
here.
the ball.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me.
I don't think he was in possession when he crossed the line of
Oh,
scrimmage.
my Lord. That is one of the big fails.
He wasn't in possession of the ball when he crossed the line of scrimmage.
I'm going to pause and just say a quick shout out Double Take Sports for that incredible angle. My word. How about that angle? But how did he not? Oh, brother. Oh. If only we could tell if only I could tell the white hat to look at the replay. That is incredible.
That's an incredibly challenging position to be in. I'm not weighing in, and again, I don't know whether if the white hat saw that it crossed the line of scrimmage, the view that we've had can't really overturn that if you're looking at it in the NFL style way. Do you know what I mean? So if on the field they've spotted it as crossing the plane, then
it's got to have
it's got to cross it, and it's crossed the plane.
What's the word? It's got to have reasonable doubt to be able to prove otherwise.
Yeah, let's wait and see what we have to hear from Greg Evers here. He's going to confer with the team.
And while there's this bit of conversing there from the White Hat and head coach for the Raiders, stand by. I believe the White Hat's going to give us a call.
During the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 9 on the
penalty
return
on
team.
Sydney Uni.
15 yards from the spot of the foul. First down, UNSW.
So can we? Does the touchdown? I can't hear him. Does the touchdown stand?
I haven't been able to see where it is.
I think as it stands now, I think we in the commentary booth and production staff are going to be saying the touchdown does not stand.
It doesn't stand because the assumption is unsportsmanlike conduct.
Correct.
The reason for the unsportsmanlike conduct here is as a result of beating it, he's now extending and taunting, which he doesn't need to do. And also, unpopular view, he didn't cross the line of scrimmage when he threw it on the ground. So I think rather than have to deal with that.
That'll be a very interesting replay back for Lance Billings. Lance, if you're watching this on replay, mate, I apologise. That was a bit of a doozy there, my friend. But in the meantime, we're here waiting for the play to resume as our White Hat confers with Josh Lawton on the sideline there. We want to give a big shout out to everyone that is watching, whether you're watching on YouTube through our partners at Double Take Sports and Gridiron New South Wales Media. We appreciate you. Watching from Australia, from overseas. I can see some people in chat from Turkey, from Lebanon that are watching as well. So welcome to the stream. People from America as well, welcome. We appreciate you for supporting our game all the way over here down under. And yeah, let's hope we get some football back on track soon. So we've got the understanding here this is going to be an unsportsmanlike penalty on Lance Billings. Lions will not maintain the ball, so it is going to be a Raiders ball there. The unsportsmanlike penalty will be for this here, the Naruto run down the end zone. This is, as they say, taunting in our league. Can't do those there.
It was the extension of the ball prior to the touchdown that caused the taunting, not the Naruto running.
You give
great job. He did a great job Naruto running, I feel. If there were people who valued that, they would then score it out of 10.
All right, we're almost back to get started. Here we go. We're back to get started here in the 2023 Waratah Bowl. We're midway through the third quarter here. Raiders up 28-18 on the Sydney Uni Lions. Raiders out with their offense. So we've got a tight end set.
Adjustment based on what we've seen previously. 3 down linemen, potential additional blitzer, forcing everything out to the sideline. Inside run, open up on the inside. Incredibly hard to stop.
And it's going to be an inside run and a tackle there from number 22 from the Sydney Uni Lions. That's going to be Jack Brown who picks up that tackle.
Jack Brown's actually one of the freshmen that have never played before, and he hasn't missed he missed one training in the total part of the season and has only had, leads the team in interceptions.
How about the dedication there? Turbo picks up the handoff there from Hazlitt again. It's going to be a big tackle. Ooh, he was down, but that's going to be a big tackle there from our big back specialist, number 3, Hugh Tompkins. Some 303 crime there, and we're going to have a downed O-lineman. We're going to take a quick break in the meantime. Again, big shout out to all our friends that are joining us from overseas, and I'll just respond to some things in chat real quick. In our league here in Australia, we cannot have any sort of video review. So as much as we can see it up here in the commentary box, Unfortunately, our referees on the field will have to call it as they see it there. So just to clarify that for our friends, but we do see some people here joining in from Canada, Slovakia. We appreciate you guys for watching and joining us for the 2023 Waratah Bowl. We come back here from the injury timeout. We're going to have spread formation pistol for the Raiders. Motions down Turbo. Motions him away, and we're going to have a handoff here to Turbo. He's going to spread out to the... Oh, and it's going to be a keep, actually. I got confused about it as well. It's going to be a keep from Hazlitt. He's going to get the inside run, pick up about 5 yards. It's going to be about 6 yards, 2nd and 4. Under center here, looks like it's going to be an inside run again. Alonzo Brock, he stopped at the line of scrimmage, bounces out to the right. He's still moving, and he's going to be tackled just short. He may pick up the first down. Waiting for our sideline judge, Matty Steele, to make the call.
4th and short.
4th and short. Bring out the place card.
They're going to go for it, of course.
Yeah, it's going to be inside handoff again.
Here, we're going to see either a lead or a dive straight to number 15.
Oh, big stop from Sydney Uni. That's what they needed right there. Yeah. Stop him on the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be a turnover on downs there. Sydney Uni with a great stout defense there.
Strong defensive stop by Sydney Uni. Looks like we got a cramp. Need some pickle juice.
Tell you what, in this heat out there, it does not surprise me that these players are cramping up. Got to get some salt in your diet, my friends. Get some Hydrolite. It is quite toasty out here at Brookvale. It's about 30, I'd say about 30, 31 on the field at the moment. Under their helmets, it will feel a lot hotter.
This is a dangerous position for the Sydney Uni Lions. Understanding the pressure that I'd expect UNSW to now bring for them. Game's far from over. Plenty to get after, plenty to do. Josh Lawton on screen there with his supporting crew.
Very, very intelligent coach. Very, very smart, very disciplined, very mature coach. Come back out here from the change over.
They're fast back in there. Jay Middleton, one of the kids that's graduated up from state, looking to help and assist that. Just some space, easy completions and things that allow you to try and get out of your own end zone is a really good thing at this point in time.
High percentage passes in this instance, I would think, just to sort of get themselves out of the way, out of where they need to be, and then they can start looking at some more razzle-dazzle stuff.
I think you just need to compete early and complete early.
Spread formation here. It's going to be a handoff to Middleton as well. Middleton's a great runner. Short guy, but my God, is he strong.
Elusive and just really good at making the right decisions. Not too fast. You know, he's not hitting the holes before they're ready. Able to hide behind some of those bigger linemen as well, based on his illustrious size. And, you know, he's doing a good job just getting him out of danger here on their end zone. Yeah,
it might be a smaller bloke, but my word, he can run well. You see here again, hides behind that pulling guard, able to get through, and he picks up the first down for Sydney Uni. All right, we've got motion from Eamon there, pass off, and it's going to be immediate tackle. Still moving though, still getting yards.
Refusing to stop.
It's a great fight there from, I can't see that number, is that 81, Mitch?
Yes, 81.
Great fight there. He gets tackled and he's still pumping those legs, still able to move and get at least 4 yards on that play. Bringing up Sydney Uni 2nd and 6. Yeah, look at it, he gets hit, still moving, still moving.
After catch.
Chugging. That's it, keep it moving, love it. Trips to the field side here, closest to your screen.
Speed option to the boundary.
Hand off to Jai Middleton while he's being tackled as well. Ooh. Alonzo Brock with almost a spear-like tackle, but my word.
Slower to get up there. Jai bounces back up.
So watch his tackle again.
You can see this last chance pitch. Looks at it, dodges it, gets it out.
Boom, picks him up and puts him down. Great tackle from Alonzo Brock there, bringing up
forward momentum still counts. Yeah, 3rd and 1. So even though they drove him back, he was still there. It was a good time.
Wingback set here. Eamon and Jaya in the backfield.
Looking at what the defense has. Cheating down on number 2 receiver. Expecting pressure off that side there.
Potentially offside. I mean, that's a tackle for loss, but it looked like that the far side defensive lineman or linebacker was offside. Oh, I don't know. That's a bit close. It's a bit close. I'm not on the field, so I can't make the call. That's very, very close there. But that's a big stop from the Raiders. And Sydney Uni are looking to punt this away. You've got Hayden Gifford in the backfield here, ready to punt this away. Hopefully to get it away from Lance Billings, the elusive returner.
I don't think we're ready for another Naruto run like that.
I really hope that if he does do the Naruto run, he at least gets the ball in the end zone first. It's going to be a little bit of height, not much depth on it. And picked up by Billings. And oh my word.
2 Lions defenders.
Jonathan Tamanavalu, number 30, just got absolutely leveled on the far side of the field. I think there's going to be, and it looks like there might be some words. Bit of argy-bargy. I think if I was looking at that right, we might see a blindside block here. I really want to see this replay. I'm pretty sure Leki Iona from the Raiders maybe hits maybe a bit of a blindside. We'll wait and see what the call is.
Personal foul, number 9 on the defense. Sorry, start again. Personal foul, illegal blindside block with targeting. Number 8 on the return team. Number 8 is disqualified.
Wow, that's an ejection. That will be an ejection there. I think Leki Iona has been ejected from the game. If we rewatch this here, Billings takes this return. And number 30 there, Jonathan Tamanavalu, is going for the chase. And, yeah, that's not what we want to see. That is not what we want to see here in this league. It's a bit of a helmet-to-helmet contact there. So Leki Iona has been ejected for targeting. Leading with the head there. Fortunately contacting with Jonathan Tamanavalu. JT from the Lions.
What number was that, Chuck?
Number 8, that was. All right, we come back out here with the high-powered Raiders offense back out onto the field here, still leading by 10 points over the Sydney Lions in just near the tail end of the third quarter in the 2023 Waratah Bowl. Lions back with a 4-down lineman set. Be a handoff here to Turbo. Stepping out wide, tries to get the face, tries to get the stiff arm off. Does not achieve that. Hayden Gifford with the tackle. Watch this again there. Yeah, it's not what we want to see in this league at all. Leki Ayona, he leads with his head, contacts the side of JT's helmet. It's not what we want to see here.
I think the targeting rules have been pretty clear for some time.
We've got trips to the field side here on the far side of your screen. Hazlitt getting his reads in, looking deep. And that's going to be a pick.
That's a huge pick. Hayden Gifford
Go,
on
son!
the run down the sideline.
Go, son!
Incredible change.
Hayden Gifford with a momentum changer right there. What a pick. That's twice he's picked off Clark Hazlitt in the Waratah Bowl, and he returns it for a pick 6. And we've got a late flag coming in. Waiting to see what this call is for the late flag, but my word, what a return from Hayden Gifford.
Number 77 on the return team. That penalty will be forced on the kickoff. Result of the play is a touchdown.
So the touchdown is still going ahead. It's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct on I believe, number 77
That's
of
correct.
Sydney Uni Lions.
Huge momentum shift there.
Look at this, he reads the route, he jumps the route on Whitey, and just give it the legs, son. Give it the legs. On you, Gifford. Great work there. As we come back live on your screens here, and we've got Lions lining up for a PAT. And it's going to be blocked. We've got flags coming down left, right, and center, and it's going to be returned. I don't know whether this will stand. If this does stand, this will be an extra 2 points there for the UNSW Raiders. However, we will wait for the flags.
It's penalties.
It looks like it could be on the Raiders here. Stand by to confirm.
Personal foul, leaping on the defense. Half distance to the goal, replay the try.
Penalty on the Raiders there. So they're going to reattempt that PAT. All right, we've come back here. Lions are going to reattempt this PAT. Little dink, and it's in, and it's good, and we now have a 3-point game. Good adjustment from the Lions.
Yeah, the Lions have had, you're not allowed to jump over the centre anymore. That's part of the problem that we've had previously. I know it used to be accepted, but...
The old, what was his name? Troy Polamalu. Well, he used to jump in between, like, he used to jump in that A gap, didn't he?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. Just a reminder, drip does not mean you're a great player. Just a shout out to some of the comments on YouTube there. Drip just means that you have drip. Some of the boys here do not have drip, and they are still great players.
I think they're going to do everything they can to not try and kick to number 9 this time. I think that's every time they've done that, it's created a set of problems.
Yeah, 100%. I think target some of the big men on the front line. maybe even the second line just look to just directly smash it at him. Give him the old Aaron Noak special. Shout out to number 36 from the UTS Raiders. UTS Gators.
This is an incredible interception and touchdown here.
And he's a young pup as well.
I think Raiders have got big answers here. By no means are they out. I worry about the mental load that these kind of big turnovers change and making sure you can rally off the back of them without any issues. It's one of those things. I think keep an eye out for JT on this one. He's going to have something to prove, and he's going to come down and make sure he's getting after whoever's about to catch it. I reckon we'll see that come back in at the 35. I don't think they'll ask for a re-kick.
Yeah.
He's going to try and drive the field.
Probably no point.
5 yards from the spot of the foul.
They look... Oh, are they getting their offense out? Where are they? Yeah. Oh, no, the offense is coming back off. They want them to re-kick. Because that entire offensive line just down the bottom there, they're coming back off. So Raiders will look to be asking for the re-kick here, keeping Clark Hazlitt off the field. Shout out to Elsie Hazlitt in the chat at the moment. We see you. We appreciate you. Welcome to the stream, watching from Washington State, USA. Hope you're cheering your son on loudly and proudly. Yeah, smart play from Whitey. He knows it's going out, just decides to leave it.
Push back to the 25. This would have to be a booming kick if we're going to try and get it over the top.
Some leg through it, buddy. And it's a bit of a squib. And picked up by Billings again. They're going to look to try and shut him down early and quick. And it doesn't look like it. He breaks one tackle, breaks two tackles. And the kicker makes the tackle. Things you love to see. For the brand. For the brand.
Duffy in to keep them out of the end zone. But this is an incredibly dangerous position for the University of Sydney defence. Well within striking distance. Can be incredibly quick.
Yeah, Lions defense won't be happy that they're set up just outside of their red zone. They're going to have to be very stout here. But tell you what, Billings is so elusive. Breaks one, breaks two. And then gets tackled by the kicker on the third. He'd be disappointed not to get that one through and get back that touchdown he dropped. As we come back here, hand off to, looks like number 33. And he's tackled just 1 yard forward, 1 yard in front of the line of scrimmage there by the defensive line. It was like Martin Bellata in there for the tackle.
This is where you start to see experience in the finals really start to matter. Knowing that mental mistakes are not as important. Knowing that they're trying to get as much as they can done. Not doing too much, just staying comfortable and calm with what they've got to do.
And the Lions are very experienced. They're looking for what, their 22nd championship?
Yeah, we haven't seen this one-on-one matchup on the backside here very often with Mitch Sawyer, so assuming we're going to see either a different view on that. Trying to get a one-on-one there.
Mitch Sawyer, number net on the backside.
Yeah, getting blitz across the back. Sack.
And big sack.
Big sack by number 99.
That's things you love to see. I'm pretty sure that's my boy Jacob Giles, their MVP from the 2022 Waratah Bowl. Putting in the work. I will confirm if that's him or not, but my word, what a sack there. That's big. That's what you need right there. As I said, indeed, that is number 99, Jacob Giles, coming in for the big sack on the outside there, breaking off that offensive lineman. He's able to tackle Clark Hazlitt in the backfield, bring him down. Let's come back out here. We've got Trips with a tight end on the right side. Rusty and Num Burnett one-on-one, closest to your screen here.
It's interesting to see the matchups against the Trip side of the field. Expect a middle of the field route coming in here from Mitch Sawyer based on what he's done previously. You know he's going to be open. They're going to try and get to it. He's going to try and make a run.
Oh, shovel pass. It's dropped. There is a flag in the backfield. We're going to have holding on the Raiders. And we'll wait to see what happens.
Holding, number 60 on the offense. That
penalties in the decline.
It's
bringing up
on
fourth down.
I'll be interested to see. I don't know whether this is in kicking distance for the kickers in UNSW, where they're going to try and ping them back into their own 10-yard line and see what they can do.
Well, he tried from, what, the 35-yard line? As we got a timeout here.
Yeah.
And shanked it. So I don't know who knows? I don't know if he'll be able to hit it or not, but we'll see how we go. Lions are pretty happy though, pretty chuffed with that performance. Big 4th down stop here, forcing either a punt or a PAT. We'll wait and see what Coach Brew and Coach Brewster and Clark Hazlitt have in store for us here.
And we did have a prediction, Chock, that this may go all the way down to the last minute, and I feel like we're sitting closer and closer to that reality.
Do we go back and run back our prediction? What did I say? I said Lions by 1 converted. You said whoever will be a 1-point game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty close to that.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Look, the teams are incredibly well matched. Maturity on both sides of the ball. You know, this is what we're here to see. It's an incredible game. Looking at a bigger back in the backfield now as well. Trusting for them to get something done. They're going to look at the box with him and make sure that they can get defence across that.
Clark with a punt. Didn't know Clark had legs like that. On your son. Love to see it. Love to see it.
Interesting position to put the offense in, so they're going to be on the 23-yard line trying to drive out. There's real potential here for USyd to strike again based on this. I don't think we've only got a couple of seconds until the quarter as well, so looking to try and spot that and identify that as soon as possible.
That's right, and as we see here, the Raiders are coming into their huddle with the offense, just trying to sort of get their heads back in it. You see some of the boys, lifting their arms saying, boys, let's lift now, let's stay in it, let's stay in it. A bit of a play the up game, as they say. As we come back live on the field here with the Sydney Uni Lions coming out, hoping to try and turn this deficit around.
Coming down into a 4-down line with a number 2 uncovered, looking at 2x2. Trusting just to get a bit of an inside run here. Jaya making a couple of really strong yards. He's just such a consistent runner, like he doesn't have those big breakaway runs that you're going to see. But you're trusting him to get 5 to 8 yards every single carry, and he's doing that. He's not trying to do anything fancy or flashy, riding off the back of the O-line, getting to where he needs to be and going step 1 to step 2.
As someone who's played against him, especially on the defensive line as an interior tackle, when he runs those interior routes, runs, very hard to tackle him because of how elusive he is and how shifty his nature is. As we got a handoff, fake handoff, pass out wide, about a yard, give or take, about a yard or so for the Lions there. Yeah, back on Jaya, he's I've had him run up through my gap, lining up at a 3 tech. He ran straight through my gap, and he's ridiculously hard to bring down.
I think we're going to see some quick outs or something here as well. They've always been really good at trying to just target just beyond the sticks and where they need to get to on 3rd down. I think we can see sort of a slant out combo or something like that, really just trying to target what we're seeing.
And it's going to be looking an out route there, and it's going to be a missed pass. He was looking for Michael Galano. And it's going to be an incomplete pass, bringing up 4th down. That's a very quick turnaround for the Lions. Defense are going to be sucking in all the oxygen they can, getting ready to get back out in the field. And it's up to Hayden here. Hayden's going to have to figure out what he wants to do with this punt. He's trying to get it away from Billings as much as possible.
I think the suggestion is going to be to kick it out of bounds, to be honest, Chock. That seems to be the best way to solve this problem.
Yeah.
I think putting the ball in his hands is going to be incredibly problematic for the defence to try and stop. The elusiveness just on the return itself, hang times particularly challenging, all of those things.
Booming
you've got to
kick
try
here.
and be under it if you're going to try and field it. That's a big thing. I'd be stopping him from picking it up.
Get on the ball, get on the ball. There you go. Oh, my God. Oh, that's stressful.
Their confidence to not recover that is wild to me. I was considering the damage he's done on special teams. I wouldn't be leaving the ball for him to recover it anytime soon.
Can I say, the tone of your voice, I heard the coach come out of your voice for a second.
Please don't do it.
You're like, please
stop.
Pick up the ball, please.
Yeah. It's, the only thing that stresses me is poison calls and the ability for guys to run near a ball when they shouldn't.
Oh, yeah, that's always stressful. That is always the most horrible thing to watch, when someone runs close to a ball and they shouldn't be there. As we have quarter time here in the 2023 Waratah Bowl, bringing into the 4th and final quarter. It's a very close game here. We've got the Raiders leading 28 to the Lions 25. It's been all close games here today at the GNSW Championship Series, and this one's proving to be one of those special ones as well, giving us a lot of action. So we appreciate everyone tuning in from wherever you're watching, overseas, interstate, within Sydney. If you're even here at the ground, you're tuning into the broadcast there. Much love. We appreciate the support.
I'm just happy to be here, to be honest, Chock. Here, and I know they've been there before. They've had an incredible team, and they're looking to try and close it out. I think you can see the University of Sydney had no plans of rolling over or just taking it because they've been defeated in the season. And so, yeah, being able to see what we can get done here and what the sport's going to get from this is going to be really, really good.
That's right. Sydney Uni here trying to come out and defend their title. So UNSW Raiders trying to win their first in, how many? I'd say 15, 20 years maybe? Something along those lines. It's been quite a while. As we come back out from the quarter break, we've got, looks like a spread formation with a tight end on the right side. There we go. Hazlitt hands off to Turbo. Turbo's going to get tackled in the backfield there. What looks to be 97 for the Lions. Hunter
and Turbo slow to get up.
Oh no, we don't like to see that at all.
No.
Don't grab your ankle.
Not Turbo.
Not my boy Turbo. Oh, we hope he's doing all right. We hope the UNSW trainers can look at him as soon as possible. He's grabbing at the ankle there at the moment. But he has a great tackle there from Hunter Teichman with Hugh Tompkins playing in a linebacker coming back through and making that tackle. It's a good thing about the Lions is they've got diversity all across the field. You've got like someone like Hugh Tompkins can play running back and can play linebacker. You've got someone like
him threatening, Chop?
No.
No.
Oh, as a player,
okay.
He's a very threatening player,
okay,
definitely.
Understood.
As a human being, no, great guy.
Okay, just checking. So now you find Jordan threatening. That's just checking.
I find as a player, Jordan is very threatening. I'll clarify myself now. Excellent. So hopefully this doesn't cancel me on the internet.
No, understood.
So, yeah, you see here, Turbo got tackled around the legs by Hunter and then over the top by Hugh Tompkins. Looks to be grabbing his leg, but he might be all right.
Trips to the field here, looking to try and change it up and get some space to be able to go after it.
Hazlitt looking out to his left, finds Kingsley Dennison. Dennison's been really, really consistent. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. Been very consistent today.
I think not trying to do too much either. Again, just taking what they get given. It's 3rd and 3. I think if we see a big back in here, we know that we're going to be able to do it. We are seeing plenty of leak out by the back on the inside, so you know they have their back in there. I think they're going to try and get inside if they can.
Yep, we've got Alonzo Brock in at running back. We're going to have trips to the field side closest to your screen. Defensive line for the Lions will need to be stout in order to try and stop Brock here.
Need to stand him up, and the offensive line.
Be a pass here. Mitch Sawyer. Is he short? No, he's... Oh, no, he's over.
Spotted one over from the main, or two over from the main, which means the downs are going to move.
And there we go. Move those chains.
Great catch by Mitch Sawyer. Their contested catches is something I know that he's learned all through his career. And while it wasn't particularly contested, I think he knew he was going to come and get hit.
Come back out. We've got a, looks to be tight end on the left side. An audible there called in by Hazlitt. It's going to be a handoff to Alonzo Brock, and he breaks through one tackle, breaks through a few more, gets a block by Rusty Todd, and it's going to be one-on-one here, and he's going to be tackled. Hayden Gifford trying to bring him down. Everyone's trying to bring him down. Is he going? Is he going? Is he going? He's going over the sideline. Powerful, powerful runner, my word. And if you can hear below, we've got all the Raiders faithful here cheering loudly, supporting their boys, cheering for Alonzo Brock for that incredible run.
It was a huge run inside, breaking through a lot of defenders and showing maturity in the game. You can see here, great vision, being able to cut across a key block by Rusty Todd.
Yeah, Rusty was at an awesome block. Rusty, very, very smart player. And then all the Lions boys trying to bring him down, and it's just trying to swarm on it. And it's just one guy that ends up bringing him down. Everyone else just around him. Breaks a tackle, steps off, gets a block from Rusty. My God. I don't think I can say enough about that block. Yeah, Jack Brown there. He's tried to bring him down. It's a bit of a struggle. You know, he is a big boy, as you see. As we come back here live, do have a timeout here that was called by Sydney Uni just to try and get their boys some oxygen.
Yeah, the tackle was made by Selby Scott, the landscaper.
The landscaper.
Landscaper Selby Scott.
That's
who,
it.
His day-to-day job down here is landscaping down in Goulburn. He makes a trip up to play for the University of Sydney Lions.
And for anyone who's watching from interstate or overseas, Goulburn to Sydney, what the travel time is, Mitchell?
2 to 3 hours, Chock, on a good day.
And he comes up at least 3-4 times a week for training and for games and everything. So good on you, Selby.
There's definitely recognition that the guys here are generally not paid. And so whenever you see them, they're all sort of taking a secondary job to try and get this going and committing the time to it. So
that's right.
You know.
So yeah, to anyone watching, yeah, we are an amateur league, so players are not paid. There is no salary cap, as they say.
Yeah.
As we come back out here, under centre for Clark Hazlitt, who looks to be probably going to be. Oh, it's going to be a QB rush. And he's in. QB sneak. And it's going to be a touchdown for the UNSW Raiders. Is he holding his arm weirdly? Am I imagining that, Mitch, or can you see him holding his left arm weirdly?
I think it's just his left arm, Chock.
Ah, okay. It looked like he was injured. He kept pointing at it as he's coming off.
Looks like he's come up short. Knee must be on the ground prior to coming across.
Oh, GNSW, great eyes on the refs, guys. Appreciate that. It's going to be the what do they call that in Philly? The tush push.
Yeah, that's correct. We did see that.
Brotherly shove.
The Ducks earlier today have mastered that. Looking at seeing Alonzo Brock is going to try and do the same thing again.
Is he in? There we go. The big back got in. And now it's a touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. So it's going to be UNSW Raiders up 34 to the Sydney Uni Lions 25, with a conversion to come for the PAT to hopefully put it back to 10-point differential. The brotherly shove in there for Alonzo Brock.
Going for the extra point now.
It's going to be a block, I believe. It's going to be incomplete on the PAT. We're going to still be at a 9-point differential here. So the UNSW Raiders up. Oh, he just broke the plane. He lost it as he came over, but he just broke the plane. So yes, the Raiders are up 34 to the Lions 25 with just about, I'd say, what, 5-6 minutes in the quarter?
I think it's, I haven't confirmed whether the live stream's accurate at the moment, but it looks like 9. It hasn't been much because of the passing.
Yep.
We haven't seen a lot of movement yet.
back out here for the kick.
Booming kick downfield.
Received again by Mitch Kirk.
Looking to be elusive in the backfield here. Quick run on the inside. Open back into the middle of the field. Driving to the 36-yard line. Seems to be the consistent field position that you can see today for the offenses.
That's right. It's a very, very decent return for him as well. All right, while we're waiting for this to go on, Mitch, I wouldn't say early now, your late call for MVP?
I don't vote on MVPs, Charlie. I don't vote on MVPs until the game's finished. I think it's really hard. I think both sides of the ball have shown a level of elusiveness. I think number 9 on the Raiders is definitely worth a consideration based on the way he's performed and the damage he's done on special teams. And his incredible Naruto running, you know what I mean? We can't undervalue that.
That's right. As Hugh Tompkins is tackled there at the line of scrimmage by the Raiders. Sorry, continue.
And then, you know, on defense, on the Lions, I think ignoring Hayden Gifford would be incredibly difficult based on the 2 seminal interceptions he's had.
You can see the Raiders players trying to pump up their fans on the sideline. They're right beneath us here in the commentary booth, so if you can hear that coming through our mics, you would know why. So we're going to have a speed option, but he keeps it. Alonzo Brock. Okay, I was about to say it. That's my call for MVP, Alonzo Brock.
Right, understood.
He has been all over the field, dominating on defense and offense. And, Jordan's a little bit slow to get up. He walks it off. He should be right. Lions going to need to get something quickly here. Got a big conversion coming up. We've got 3rd and 14 by the looks of it. Bit of trickery here. And it's going to be a catch completed,
yeah.
But he is short.
This is where head coaches make the big calls. I think Josh Lawton's always been one of those guys where shooters have got to shoot, and I expect them to try and make a call here to keep them in the game.
It's going to be pass is underthrown by Jordan Okora. Pressure coming down the line from Daniel McDonald. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
It's a tough position to put the Lions defense in.
Also,
short and field.
Jordan's limping off field as well.
Yeah.
A little bit banged up there. All right, Raiders are back out on their offense. They are leading by 9 points here, looking to hopefully drill down this game clock a little bit. We got a motion here from Mitch Sawyer. Handoff here to Alonzo Brock. And he's going to be tackled, held, and tries to get the lateral away.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Bit of backyard football.
15, slow to get up. Been thinking about it as well, yeah. I think if we're talking about Raiders versus Lions players, Alonzo Brock would have to be the major consideration for the MVP.
Yeah.
I forgot, to be fair, that the number 9 lost that touchdown, so it's great hustle there from number 2. The fumble to the outside was a little bit odd on what we just saw then.
Yeah. Got a wing back with a tight end set here.
It's a weird little bunch. It might create some movement or some weirdness for the DBs trying to cover that as it comes out of the slot.
Motion out to Rusty.
Relying on their speed to try and throw it out
It's going to be a deep pass looking for Kingsley. And Numbernett.
No.
Oh, Numbernett drops it in the backfield. He would be kicking himself at the moment. He undercut that route. He had the ball.
He played that perfectly, to be fair. Just there's a reason that DBs play DB, unfortunately, and the ability to catch is one of them. Great hustle by Numbernett to be able to undercut that route. A little bit underthrown by the QB there, but again, it's one of those things, route adjustments and time to work with the receivers. He doesn't have years, he has months, do you know what I mean? So
that's right.
When they're not here all the time, there's just a challenge associated with that.
The 3rd and long here. Big stop needed for Sydney Uni. It's going to be Alonzo Brock again on the inside. He's going to be swallowed up by this Sydney Uni Lions.
4th and long now.
Oh, and that's Alonzo Brock. He's down. Looks like he's a bit slow to get up. Big tackle there from Martin Bellata, number 77 for the Lions. A leader out on that defense there on the defensive line. Yeah, you see, it was an inside handoff, and he just got swallowed up, and it's just that, wrapped it around, held onto the leg, couldn't get through.
This is a critical problem for UNSW on both sides of the ball here. Alonzo Brock was doing extensive amounts of defense as running back and was also critical to their defensive line stoppages. When key players go down in any offense, it's incredibly challenging. Hopefully he'll be able to do what he needs to do to be able to do this.
And it's great to see him walking off of his own volition as well. Well done.
It looks like he's in a lot of pain there walking on that leg.
Yeah. Would be great if maybe someone went underneath his arm and helped him walk off.
I think he could run down there pretty quick, Chop.
Some interesting shorts there by one of the Raiders coaches. I'm not the biggest fan of those short green shorts there. If you did catch that on our replays there, thanks to Double Take Sports for bringing that one up. As Raiders are looking to punt the ball away. Lions look like they've got everybody up. There we go. Mitch Kirk is now dropping back. Oh, very close to a block there, and it's going to go out just
out
on
of the 26 or 27 yard line. 28, 29, 30.
Stop walking, Harwood. Where are you going? 30, right, there we go. He kept going. Out on the 30-yard line. We got left about 5 minutes, give or take.
Yeah, it's definitely a game to have. Interesting to see, there's some gaps now on some key players out for UNSW. Lions looking to execute against what we're seeing here.
Lions coming back out. We're going to have trips to the boundary side, closest to your screen here. Single receiver up on the field side.
This is a conventional play where you often see them go speed option to the wide side of the field, or they'll just go inside zone and power, just punching it in. Looks like they got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I believe so. Hugh Tompkins with the run there, just bringing it back up to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard up. It's bringing up 2nd and 9 for the Lions. Oh, it's going to be a must snap, picked up by Hugh Tompkins immediately. He's going to get at least 4 yards, maybe 3 yards off that. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 6.
Be interesting decision making here from the Lions. This is the point they need to be striking while there's some key personnel off, and then trying to change the dynamic of the game here. They're playing with clock and timing, which is particularly challenging considering the scoring deficit. They really have to try and be able to score here, to be able to do something. Seeing a deep pass over the top here.
Catch. Oh, and he drops it. Oh, yeah. From the impact of the hit.
Yeah.
Oh. That's going to be rough on them.
There's going to be a decision that's made here as well around whether or not we go for it based, or whether the team goes for it based on that.
I think
it's complicated.
I think this will be the game. This will be the game right here, mate. If they convert this, we still go. I think if they don't, then it's all over Red Rover.
I think there's an element of them having to do that. I'm conscious that they may put themselves back on the field and have to kick an onside kick to be able to do it. The 2-point differential is particularly challenging to try and stop.
Right, here we go. It's going to be 4th and 6.
Yep, we're seeing quick pass here, stop and go over the top.
Nakora looking, he's going. Oh, and lands Billings, getting his hands to it. And he's going to break up that pass. It's going to be a turnover on down. And that could be the game, ladies and gentlemen. 4 in the third quarter. Lions might not be able to pull this one out of the bag unless their defense can get another turnover and score.
I think the UNSW Raiders will keep it on the ground, or as best they can, burn the clock, make sure they're not putting themselves in any risky situations.
What have they got? They pulled. Oh, Turbo's back. Turbo's not back. Turbo's out with a very heavily strapped left leg, but he ran off the field. Who have they got in at running back? Number 32 here from the Raiders, Ben Edwards in at running back.
Ben Edwards is one of their fullbacks / D linemen, DNs that they've been able to use previously. I think they're just going to hand it to him, make sure he holds it and doesn't do anything too crazy.
$10 yards, first down. UNSW just going to look to run this clock out now. All right, we're back here. Tight end, bit of an interesting shift. Hand off to Turbo. Turbo's back out. He's
stopped short.
What do we got left? 3:20, give or take.
Yeah. They're in the position now to try and control the narrative of the game. And make sure that they're not putting themselves in situations that are particularly hard. I think if they're able to burn through another couple of minutes on this clock, look, you can see them taking their time, walking to the line, not trying to do anything too significant here, not risking turnovers or anything like that, setting down and just knowing they're going to get after it is really good.
Handoff against Turbo. Turbo's bouncing out to his left. We'll get the Lions celebrating. All the Lions celebrating. I'm wondering what this is. Is this going to be a turnover? This could be a turnover here. All the Raiders are coming off. They look like they know.
They know that they've turned the ball over.
Wow, that's big. That's a big play there for the Lions. What do they got? Let's say 2, maybe just a bit under 3 minutes, 2 timeouts to go. You're going to have to get down there and score quick and then kick an onside
and
score again. It's going to be really tough to ask this of the Lions here. This is where your experience comes into play.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy. And
great recovery from Zach Fernley as well, by the way. Sorry.
Down some players, but Alonzo Brock is back on the field, strapped up and jacked up and ready to go.
Raiders faithful here, getting behind their defense. We've got this trickery again. Lions coming out with empty backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Eamon. So pass to Eamon. Eamon looks like he had the ball, and it was dropped after a defender was able to get his hands to it.
Incredible play. See the replay here. You read it so quick.
Screen pass. Yeah, he knew it was coming. He knew it was coming. It's Jamal Sinapati. Sinapati, that's Gridiron Queensland.
That's correct.
That's right, Gridiron Queensland legends. Shout out to GQ. If you guys are watching, we appreciate you. Sunbowl next week, let's go. Empty backfield, it's going to be a pass. Oh, looks like it was a running back screen. And broken up there by O'Neill from the Raiders.
O'Neill read that really well. It's something he's practiced, especially in training, understanding where he's seeing things, feeling the screen and releasing it. You can see him here. Sees the screen, releases it, comes back, already knows.
And he also played under you at the Wolfpack as well.
I have the privilege of having a lot of players play with me. I hope under me isn't one of the things that I do.
Well, you're the head coach, so it makes sense. Yeah, that's what I mean.
I think, I'm blessed that a lot of people are interested in supporting the dream of the New South Wales State program.
Okora stepping back, looking for a pass. It's going to be incomplete, and it's going to bring up 4th and 10. Still just outside the 2-minute warning.
Jordan Okora looks incredibly hurt and in pain at this point in time based on the way he's behaving.
And as I said that, timeout. Timeout, there we go. Yeah, Uni's going to have to call a timeout here, try to get a bit of a play in so they can figure out what they're doing. Yeah, Jordan looks like he's holding his hand, I believe. I can't see it from all the way up here, but yeah, he looks like he's been roughed up.
He's definitely gone through the battle here with the team he's been playing against.
As we take a quick break, again, we just want to say a big thank you to all our major sponsors here for the 2023 final series, and as well our friends here at Double Take Sports for the incredible production. We appreciate it as always. Year on year, they continue to put on the best production. And if you guys are interested in playing Gridiron in New South Wales, again, feel free to hit up the Gridiron New South Wales Facebook. They'll be able to direct you to a club in your area, and all clubs are recruiting now. So hit them up and come down and play and enjoy the fun, and maybe you might be the next superstar in the 2024 Waratah Bowl.
This is the make or break play for the game, Chock. It's they're either going to win it or they're going to lose it. They don't even guarantee a win off it. They need to complete this to be able to stay in the game.
That's right. That's it. And they're still outside the 2 minutes, so they do get that.
Key players really made the difference here, Chock, in the scheme of things. Incredibly good running back and defensive end play by Alonzo Brock, a really strong quarterback play, some elusive receivers like the likes of Rusty and Whitey that make a huge difference to the team. I think, looking at how that's all pulled together, along with some stalwart defensive line activity, offensive line across the board, I think people wouldn't have expected that the Lions have defended as well as they have with what they've got. The Raiders came to play. Both teams should be incredibly proud with the effort that they've put into this game.
That's right. And I think all round, Turbo, does he get in? Does he get in? Does he get in? Oh, he's still fighting. And Nader calls it. Turbo gets in. That's incredible. Sorry, he cut my conversation short. Turbo was in that mix there, was able to spin around, break off some tackles, keep breaking them, and he got in for a touchdown.
And that's the nails in the coffin.
That's it. That's it right there.
I do not expect the Lions to give up. I think they're going to try and score on their next drive regardless. They're just built that way. But yeah, it's an interesting problem.
That's right. I think the Lions are a very proud team, and I believe they will. Yeah, I agree with you. They're probably still going to go out. Look at this. It's a mix of everything in there, but all the UNSW O linemen were able to get in and push. Were able to just get in. Look, double team on the D lineman there. He's being held up by John Keane, and all the UNSW O linemen just said, "Nah, we're going to get our boy in," and they pushed him in. So congrats, Turbo. Well done. Hope your injury's not too bad, mate.
Great recovery.
That's right. And we're going to have a delay of game by the looks of it. Yep. Our umpire there, Nate, is going to step it back 5 yards, and the Raiders are going to come out to try and convert this PAT. And he slots it through. It's going to bring the score to 41-25 to the UNSW Raiders, leading the Sydney Uni Lions, as we are approaching what is probably likely to be the 2-minute warning straight after this kickoff, and I believe the end of the game is coming quite soon. But stay tuned, because we will still see some action here from the Sydney Uni Lions. Like Mitch said, I don't think they're going to go down without a fight. All right, coming back out here for the kickoff. Final moments of the fourth quarter here at the 2023 Waratah Bowl. It's going to be a booming kick. It's going to be fielded just on the 1 yard line and returned just to the 20 yard line, and there's going to be a flag on the field there. Jack Brown with a decent 20 yard return.
Big ups for the rookie and all the work that he's been doing this year.
Waiting for where this flag's going to drop. Flag drops there. Let's wait and see. We're going to have a holding on the return team.
Return, holding one in the return team. 10 yards from the end of the run. First down.
I missed the call completely.
It was holding. Yeah, it was holding on the return team.
All right, waiting for this play to get underway. Here we go. Finally, took him some time, but lines it back out. Trips to the field side. Nakora looking to pass, looking deep. Gets the pass, and he steps out of bounds as well. Very nicely played there. Looks like the Lions are going to have to start moving the ball really quick if they want to get back in on this. 2 minutes to go. Oh, he is banged up big time. What a warrior! What a warrior! Banged up, still trying to keep it going.
Two-minute warning.
That's going to be a 2-minute warning. There we go. We knew it was coming soon. 2-minute warning here. So 2 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen, in the 2023 Waratah Bowl. Sorry, yeah, 2023 Waratah Bowl. I don't know why I lost my mind for a second.
Did a good job, Chuck.
Thank you, mate. Double tight end set. Extra protection for Jordan. Looking deep.
Throw over the middle.
And he's got 3 or 4 receivers in front of him. They're all calling for a flag, but I believe it was just a trip.
Yeah, the pass interference flags are complicated if it's not catchable. In that case, if it wasn't intentional and they were sort of all just running together and they tripped over, it ends up being the way it is. There has to be intent. There has to be a preventative action that they're taking to prevent the guys from getting it.
And are we having a timeout? Oh, we're having a
Nakora's down.
Referee timeout, yeah. I think Jordan's done. Looks like number 10 from the Lions is stepping up here, the backup quarterback. I believe he's going to try and at least put some points on the board if he can. Obviously disappointing to see Jordan's down, but we hope he's doing all right. Hope he recovers quickly. Going to have Rudy Humer going to be out here for the Lions as quarterback. As the rest of the Lions coaching staff make their way off the field, Raiders defense takes the field. We're back to get underway with just about a minute, under 2 minutes to go here in the 2023 Waratah Bowl. Snappy to Humour. He's looking for a pass. He's got his pass. Step out. He's out.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a first down on the the Raiders 42-yard line. Decent out route.
It's a really nice ball with contact to be able to catch and go from there.
Very, very tidy spiral there on Rudy. So good on him. We're back to it. Tight end into the right here. Looks like a double tight end set, actually.
Fumble
Muff snap. Trying to get away, and he gets sacked in the backfield. Johnny Mau picks up the sack. Negates all of that, all of the previous play. And Human's going to have a chat with his centre, Harrison Crook, let him know about the snap.
Don't think that was much to do with Harrison Crook there, mate. I think he just bobbled it, to be honest. It was at the right height and where it needs to be.
Honestly, I'd actually see.
Yeah, it's a little bit below, but it was like, yeah.
Yeah, he snapped it to his left, but he still should be able to take that. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
Appreciate that they're staying in and trying to win. Doesn't seem like it would be against their nature to do so.
Oh, and he's going to try to run for it. He does run for it. He's going to keep going, and he's going to be tackled just on the 47-yard line. And we're going to have a timeout here called by Sydney Uni.
It's the third and final timeout.
A lot of the boys out there, especially a lot of the Raiders boys, you can see them keeled over and then taking a knee, trying to suck in all the oxygen that they can. These boys have really, really battled today. I think they're feeling it now. They know the scoreline. They know that they're going to walk out of this as champions. And also, Mitch, I guess we were both wrong. You said by 1 point. I said by a converted touchdown.
This is why I hate guessing games, Chuck.
That's right, because then we look stupid.
Terrible dynamic. Yeah, it sort of doesn't mean much. I think while the scoreline's showing a distinctly different game in the final minutes, up until 4 minutes ago, it was a view that could have been anyone's game. So it doesn't make it any less prideful for the Lions, considering the legacy and the history they've had. But again, every year's different. Players come and go.
Lions back out here in a spread set.
Yeah, they're running a prevent defense now. You can see they've got 3 D linemen in. They're running 3 deep safeties. Middle of the field's closed. Couple of corners over the top. 2-man, everything underneath. Watching him be able to run down the field. Dodge a tackle there.
Trying to get out. He's trying to get out. He's going to be held in. Ball came out as he hit the ground, but I believe that he is considered down by contact.
Yep. Ground can't cause a fumble.
And I think we're going to be 4th and 2. That's how short we're going to be here.
Yeah, the clock's been reset back on the live stream, so you can see that we've got a minute and a half left.
All right, snap to Humour here. Looking for Eamon. He gets the pass. Eamon gets hit around the legs, breaks the second tackle, breaks the third tackle, and he steps out. He's a big boy. Look at that, dropping the shoulder on 3 of them.
Yeah, great level of tenacity by the Lions to keep working.
Boom 1, boom 2. Yeah, these Lions aren't going to go down without a fight.
I don't know. I'm trying to work out whether there was a way for them to win within the time frames they've got, and it just it doesn't appear to be a thing that they would be able to do on the time frames.
As we see an incomplete pass there by Rudy Humer.
Yeah, they'd need 2 touchdowns with 2 2-point conversions.
And they'd need to throw like a deep pass.
Yeah, they need to be able to get it based on that.
Yeah, they need to do it quick, as we see some of the Raiders players celebrating already.
Yeah, it's it would have to be a deep pass, kick return, recovered, and then another deep pass in the time frames they have.
Yeah,
it's incredibly challenging to be able to do something like that. If the timing's accurate of a minute 27, it would be a different worldview. So they're empty here. I think they're going to get sort of a lot of deep over the middle.
And that's going to be interception, Lance Billings. That's going to seal the game here.
Seals the game.
I believe he's going to go actually carry the ball into the end zone this time.
He's going to hold on to it.
Good lad. There we go. Good lad. And that seals the game there. If that didn't already seal the game before, that's definitely going to seal the game there for the Raiders. I believe the duration of the game, as well as the heat, is probably getting some players there. We have another Lions player down in the backfield. But yeah, great interception, great return by Lance Billings. He's an all-round incredible safety. So he steps out to his right, gets a few blocks off, and then he just walks it into the end zone. Should have been 2, Lance, but glad to see you got 1 on the board there, my man. The Raiders lining up for the PAT. We see on our screen here some of the players hugging their coaches. Congrats to them as well. You know, they've had an undefeated season. They're going to go out with the gold standard this year. PAT is good. Brings the score to 48 to 25.
Resounding victory now.
It's pretty much shows the dominance that the Raiders had over their year here in the GNSW. Going through undefeated, you know, scoring points on pretty much every single team. So it's, you know, all props to them, congrats to them, well deserved. The Raiders step up to kick off what will probably be the final time of their championship winning season here in the 2023 Waratah Bowl.
Booming kick back down to the back corner, looking to bring it out aggressively.
Harrison Gifford handoff to, looks like Mitch Kirk. Mitch Kirk breaking a few tackles, brought down.
Be interested to see what the Lions do here. They've already lost a lot of players. There's a lot of injuries. I know that they're prideful around wanting to pursue and make sure that they can try and put points on the board. But I also understand that,
Yeah, it is an interesting thing to think about. I really want to see whether they come out and at least attempt something, or if they just take a knee, whatever it is. Not too sure. Go Rudy Humane back at quarterback again. Jada Middleton at running back. And we're going to have a 2-by-2 offense here.
Looks like they haven't given up just yet.
Snap, handoff to Jada Middleton. It's going to be a run. He's going to step.
Nice dodge to the outside. Great hustle by the little man.
Go on, Jaya.
Absolutely whiffing tackle there.
Great run to see. I think the Lions may have one timeout left. They're not going to take it. This is going to be over. That's it. And that's your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Your 2023 Waratah Bowl champions, the UNSW Raiders. What an absolutely incredible season by them. Mitch, final thoughts before we pack it in?
It's been an incredible season for both teams. I think you got to see why the University of Sydney Lions have been so dominant for so long and their ability to rally under an incredible amount of pressure. I think the best team on today won. Key players, injuries, all of those things, none of that mattered now. Congratulations to both teams. Thanks for tuning in with us all. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, we really do appreciate everyone tuning in. Again, if you tune in from Sydney or across the world, we appreciate it. Again, if you are interested in playing Gridiron within New South Wales, contact the Gridiron New South Wales Facebook page, and they will be sure to point you in the direction of the right club in your area. Come down and join the fun, and again, you might be the next superstar of the 2024 Waratah Bowl. But for now, we appreciate it from Brookvale Oval. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll leave you with the presentation and some highlights. Big shout out again to Double Take Sports for an incredible production as always, and we'll see you guys for next season. Peace.
Oh my